Everybody, woohoo! It's Friday. Oh, that's pretty cool. I feel like my seat's a bit lower. I don't know if I've adjusted the camera or what, but anyway, maybe I'm just shrinking. Who knows? But anyway, how the devil are you? We made it to another Friday. God, it felt like a long week this week, I tell you. Do mega hours on kind of stuff. But anyway, we're here. It's the weekend. How the devil are you all doing? Have you had a good week? We've been getting plenty of news, that's for sure. We just had some news break, actually, just before we went live about the new Lego Star Wars gift with purchases, which is pretty damn exciting. So I'm looking forward to sort of having a little dive down into that. Well, at least one of them's been released anyway. That is, of course, the coin. Not sure if I'm interested in that, really. But I'll collect it anyway because I'll be buying Lego on day one. At least Lego Star Wars, anyway. And when I say day one, of course, I'm referring to May the 1st. And only a couple of weeks to go before that then. So it's all kind of kicking off quite nicely as well. So at this time of year is always quite a nice time of year to be in the Lego community. Really, only because there's just a bit of a buzz around Star Wars. And they're talking about just Lego Star Wars tonight. We're going to be talking about Star Wars celebrations. I've got a couple of peeps on the panel tonight that actually were at Star Wars celebrations. So that's going to be good fun. And we're going to be talking about, I don't know, a little bit reflecting what our adventures have been this week in Lego. Looking at some of those new sets as well. Disney 100, Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, I've got a survey going, actually, asking you lot out there, do you think that Lego got Mario wrong? Because don't forget, folks, it was Lego that insisted in the route that they took with Nintendo. And then, of course, we've got Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm just comparing the two because the two are fairly comparable in some respects. Sonic is probably nowhere near as big as Mario. But I'm intrigued to know what you guys think. So far, 67% say yes. Do you think Lego got it right with Sonic, but got it wrong with Mario? 68% of you do acknowledge that. What do I think? I do genuinely think we need a CMF series from Nintendo. That's kind of what people have wanted since day one. And what we're a good 3 years in now, 2.5 years, and there's kind of still dragging their heels. I don't know. Time will tell. One thing's for sure, we got a new Mario movie out there, which I haven't seen, by the way. Maybe you guys have. Was it any good? And we got nothing to show for it, which strikes me as a bit odd. That almost makes me think, is Lego winding down their kind of collaboration, their partnership with Nintendo? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Anyway, other things that make me wonder is you lovely lot being out there as well. Don't forget, folks, there's two ways you can support the channel. Firstly, you can either super chat, stick your name. Where is it? It's behind a couple of boxes, actually. There it is, over there. London Wall. And then what happens is I'll give you play you a little vid, and I'll give you a shout out on Instagram in the next week or so. That's the way it goes. It really is. There's plenty of perks with that. And the other one, of course, is that I give you lovely lot out there an immersive kind of more of an immersive thing if you join the membership. It is a thing, folks. The membership's flying at the moment. It really, really is. And the more the merrier. It really is. Anyway, on that note, before I start bringing in some peeps, we've got people. We've got very like for like names out there tonight as well, which is kind of bizarre. But let's have a look, shall we? We've got let's say hello to a few people out there. We've got the Minifig Who. Hello, mate. How you doing? Good to see you. He was first in tonight. We've got Irish fan and Lego out there too. Good to see you. Family Bricks is there too. KO is saying hello there, fella. It's so bizarre saying it like that. But yeah, good to see you as well, KO. Microfish is out there as well. I made it once more. You did indeed. Great to have you here. It really is. We've got Faith and Misery out there too. A load of blah, 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 blah from me. Brickapix is there. Evening, she's saying she's going to be in tonight a little bit later as well. Lady McBrick, she was in, and then she went out, and then she's back in again. Lego Bro is out there too. Hi everyone, hope you're well. We are indeed. All the better to have you here. Pink Wheels is out there too. Pink Wheels, how the devil are you? Now, Pink Wheels has just reminded me actually, so I've got to get some of those. We've got to get some of those out. But if you do want to send me any pictures tonight, folks, do send them to me. Now, as always, I do miss the odd ones, so don't fret. If I do forget, then I will simply show them next week. It's as easy as that. It really is, folks. Trevor's videos is out there too. It says, good evening, my creative friends. Good to see you, dude. Polar Bricks. He sent me some pictures earlier on as well. Good to have you here. Scotty's out there too, all the way from Spain. Andy Seston as well. Lester, good to see you, mate. It was good to see you a couple of weeks ago. At, of course, the Star Wars celebration. Andrew's there saying, hello, Greg. Hello to you too, my friend. Good to have you there. And apparently, Zelda is coming. It is indeed. But people want Mario's minifigs. They really do. But of course, that was always Nintendo wanted that. But of course, Lego wanted them to go in a slightly different direction. Hello, Greg. Congratulations to West Ham for reaching the Europa Conference League semi-final. Thank you, my friend. I was well pleased with that because we the first half of that game, I was like, oh, they're struggling a bit here. And then we scored 3 goals in, was it 4 goals? It was 5-2 on aggregate. I think it was 3 goals in 7 minutes. Unbelievable turnaround that was. Infamous Conflicts is there too. Josh builds stuff saying, cheers, Fred. Good to have you here, mate. It really is. Love your stuff. You know that, mate. You are, of course, one of my favorite reviewers. Robert Sullivan's there. Good day, mates. Back in Tennessee. Monarch is there too. Good to see you, Monarch. Hope all is well with you. And of course, Zelda is coming, like winter is coming for 7 seasons of Game of Thrones. I'll believe it when I see it. It's one of those things. And Axel is out there too. He's out there somewhere. Everyone's been saying hello to him. There he is. Good to see you. I love blah, blah, blah. I am very good at it. Blah, 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 blah. Me too, my friend. Me too. I've basically got a PhD in it. I really, really have. Anyway, on that note, let's start getting a few peeps in, shall we? We've got someone in from Australia tonight, folks, and it's like 4:30 in the morning. I'll tell you what, he's pretty sprightly for it as well, I have you know. Let's bring in my first guest, though. He hasn't been on for a while. But anyway, we did manage to catch... Well, actually, I say a glimpse. It was more than a glimpse. We actually had lunch together at Star Wars Celebration, and then we went our sort of separate ways. But it was good to meet up. And if you went there, folks, you're lucky if you bumped into anyone you knew, because there was, I reckon, there's about 60,000 there that day. I really do. Anyway, let's bring you in, shall we? It's, of course, my good friend Thomas, Planet Tech. Hello, mate.
How you doing? Good to see you again.
Long time no see. I'm digging the new studio. You kind of gone for a very minimalist look. I like in that.
Yeah, until you pan the camera around and look at the floor, it's not very minimalist then.
Never pan the camera around. I've just noticed that I kept 2 drawers.
Yeah, after you were just having to go at Carrie for having said a bomber guy.
Yeah, there's a bit of a difference though, mate. Come on. You'll see what I mean in a minute, you lot. But yeah, honestly, I know I've got friends of mine that've got OCD, and they said they're like, and I think everyone's got OCD to a point, and I'm like, I could leave that for days like that, and other people I know that just can't. They're compelled.
There are people watching now, infuriated that you just won't go over and close that.
Maybe I should do a survey on it. Shall I? I'll tell you what. I'll leave them open. In the next stream I'll do a survey. Shall I close the doors?
£100 donation goal, and he'll close it.
Oh yeah, I will. I'll do anything for money. I'm shallow. Don't worry about that. I make no bones about that one, Tech. Anyway, good to have you here, my friend. Where would you like to go next? We've got. I'm trying to think where he's now. I can't remember. He's Canadian or American. We got somewhere up north in Yorkshire. We've got somewhere in south. We've got some geezer in Australia as well, but he can't come until last. You're not allowed to bring him until last.
I was going to go over to Australia.
I know you was because his name's Tom. That's all that is. It's the Tom Club. Or of course, we got that lady over in Germany. Where would you like to go?
Let's go and see how Carrie and Ian are doing with that bomb that they've had let off in there.
Really? Do you think that's the reason for it? That'll explain it, wouldn't it? That or a burglar. Anyway, let's bring him in, shall we? Ian, as always, isn't around because he's either 1, stroking chickens, 2, consuming massive
Chickens.
amounts of gallons of Pepsi in Southampton. Or 3, he's munching his way for a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Anyway, lucky for us, we got his better half with us at the moment. He's, of course, the gorgeous Carrie, a.k.a. the Brickbods. Hello, you.
Hello, were you dissing my setup when I wasn't looking? I went outside for a second.
Not at all. Not at all.
Rude.
Let's have a look. Let's let everyone judging for themselves, shall we? You got.
I
There's
moved
another
the
one.
bin while you weren't looking, so that's obviously fixed it.
Oh,
Is,
yeah, that has.
Is Open Drawers the new Greg hanging a Lego bag display
It's
out?
literally so that I've got somewhere like to put stuff. Like
It does mean-
that's the BTS set on there, but
Oh no!
Oh, blame it on BTS then, Shaq. Look at the
Yeah.
way he's not even straight. It was just drunk when you put that in the drawer. Did you think, I'm sure that'll go in there if I just leave it
well,
there, innit?
the drawer's full, so it's just propped on the top of the drawer.
Oh, okay. All right.
We
the
need more
drawer-
space.
Well,
We don't
the
have enough
drawers are
space.
full. God blimey. Anyway, what's that you got on the you know, it always makes me laugh. Your light switch, which has got the tech. Did you put up the that? Because that is
Well
well
done.
done.
Yeah. Wasn't
That
it?
is well done. I like what's that thing you got there at the bottom? I don't know if that's a radiator or it's just something sitting up against the wall, but you got some sort of hand thing there. Is that?
Yeah, that's the thing for when I needed to pick stuff up off the floor and I wasn't allowed to bend.
Oi, oi! Say no more.
I had a baby in me, like, you know.
Oh, okay.
It was nothing all
you
that
haven't-
fun.
okay, how old's your baby? How old's your
Okay,
youngest?
So we used it the other day to get.
No,
some
no.
information.
How old's your youngest? How old's your youngest?
4.
All right, so for 4 years that's been sitting there, is it?
No, it wasn't there last week. Oh no, it might have been there last
Oh,
week.
it was.
the week
I think.
before.
No, wasn't there last week because you wasn't on last week, but
Oh,
it was there the
true.
week before that. So it gets worse. Anyway, Carrie, lovely to have you here. Where would you like to go next? We got some bloke. I can't remember if he's in Canada or America. All I know is that he's got a pool table. I've got 2 Toms appeared in my screen there. What's going on there? This is weird. This is very weird. Where would you like to go? We got somewhere in where does she live again? Yorkshire. Let's say Yorkshire. She sounds like she's from Yorkshire. And we got a geezer in Australia, but he can't come in till last. Oh, we got, of course, that lady in Germany. Where would you like to go? Where would you like to go?
I'll go Yorkshire because I didn't manage to stream with her yesterday, so I'd like to see her today.
Ah, well, that's nice. I know you got crept off to bed early, didn't you, yesterday? Which is good.
Yeah, because I'm smart.
You got to have your energy for today. Anyway, that's for sure. Anyway, let's bring her in, shall we? She's gorgeous. Her name's Kerry. Don't get mixed up with Carrie because Carrie goes into one. And she's wearing a lovely top tonight. It is, of course, Kerry, aka Brickabix. Check her out. Look at that. It's a wicked,
Just
isn't
been
it?
frantically
Hello, you.
trying to clean up so that you don't see the absolute trash that was on my desk earlier.
Oh no, that's
Right, with
positive.
me here, you're fine. He won't
Yeah.
look at yours.
Yeah, don't worry. We're not judging, are we, Tech? Really not. Anyway, one thing I do have to say thank you for is Minark out there. Look at it, Minark's giving us £2. It says LC168. Awesome start to the weekend as always. Love you loads, Mark. I really, really do. And for that, my friend, like you always get, I think I'm going to have a little bit of autopilot. We love a bit of autopilot. So on that note, autopilot.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
How wonderful was that, eh? Love an autopilot. I'll tell you something else I love as well. We've got Brent's Bricks out there too. Hello, mate. How you doing? He was on last week. Tech, you would have been proud of me. I've never known anyone do so much vlogging and wearing their glasses before. I liked them, Tech. There's a nice blue hint about them. Look at these ones. Look at these ones. Oh, I've got these. There we go. These are my ones. How about that? I think I look like Plastic Man out of the DC universe. What do you reckon? Because he was one of my favourite ones, albeit his outfit was rather questionable. But there we go. What can I say? Shall I leave them on, everyone, or should I just take them off because it's a little bit silly? I can't see anyway with them. Let me just do that. There we go. Or maybe I'll do that.
Stevie Wonder.
How about that? A Stevie Wonder. Very superstitious. Just saying. Anyway, on that note, Kerry. Where'd you get your coffee from? That was like it wasn't there a minute ago, was it?
The hubby brought it in for me.
Oh, did he?
whilst
Was it?
You did. Yeah.
Oh, damn it, we missed it. Sorry,
he
folks. He's
also
normally
said-
wearing very brief underwear when he walks in for some reason. I think he
He
thinks
walked
it's
in
that
and said cold water shower in sucks, but he does do it every day. So
in his socks.
it sucks. apparently.
Oh, it sucks. Sorry, I thought he said in his
Yeah.
socks. I was like, what? I was like, hello, missus. More tea, Vicar. Right, where would you like to go next? Some bloke, I can't remember where he is. It's Australia, it's Canada, or it's America. Or we can go to that lady in Germany. She's definitely in Germany, or Essex, potentially. I can't remember. But anyway, where would you like to go?
Should we go to the some bloke in Canada and find out where he actually is? We'll do
Some bloke in where?
in Canada. Or
In Canada.
or
All right, let's bring him on,
America.
folks. What can I say? Don't adjust. Oh, we've got Leicester. Leicester's he's upgraded his membership to Greater Londoner. He's on the greater echelons now of the membership. Thank you, Leicester. I really do appreciate that. I really, really do. Welcome to being a Greater Londoner. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna go to somewhere. I don't think he's Australian because he ain't got that twang. And he's never mentioned the word barbecue to me once in his life. But I tell you what, folks, I did catch one of his live streams the other day, albeit replay gang, because he normally streams after this amazing stream. Let's bring him on, shall we? His name's Nick, but you might know him as the Brick Adjuster. Hello, mate.
Hey, it's Canada.
Oh, it's
Toronto-
Canada. I knew it was.
Toronto, Canada.
I know. I can never tell the difference.
Do I not have a Canadian accent?
Not really.
I don't know. Not really.
Not really.
A boot. I don't say a boot. A boot.
Abu. You sound Scottish. You got Scottish. You sound
Canadians
Scottish
say
there.
a
Don't
boot.
say that. That will stick with me. That will. So I'm gonna get Nick, the Brick Adjuster, on, that geezer from Scotland. I need to get someone on from Scotland as well. Anyone got any ideas? I need someone from Scotland. I'm very rarely
Sam.
getting Sam.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he lives. He's gonna be. Sam's gonna be on in 2 weeks, May the 5th. If anyone's interested to know.
Omega Man's
Yeah.
Scottish, but I don't think he'd come on. He's
Who
a bit
is?
shy. Omega Man.
Omega Man. That's
Yeah,
true.
I think he's a bit scared. I think he's a bit shy though, so I don't think
He's a bit shy. Oh, he's a bit shy. Sounds like someone we know. All right, Nick, lovely to have you here. Where would you like to go next? Well, we actually by default,
Yeah.
your
Only
choice
one
is going to be
choice.
Germany. That is, of course, if you do want to join us. Would you like to go?
Of course.
would-
My name's
yeah, yeah.
My
Would
twin.
you like your twin?
Nicole.
Oh,
Nick and
Nicole, I was
Nicole.
going to say. All right, you nearly lost me there for a moment. I was like,
Yeah,
blimey.
we almost looked the same.
I was having trouble transferring that into my brain cells. Anyway, let's bring her on, Shammy. She is from Germany. She is a lady, and she's into bricks. Hence, Lady McBrick. Hello, you.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Aren't we looking alike? Aren't
we
we looking alike? Nick and
Yeah.
I,
Oh yeah.
brother and sister.
I need my black
Oh, yeah.
turtleneck.
Nick.
right.
Yeah, Nick's. So we've
Look
got.
at me thinking of him.
All right, so this is the way. This is the land of the lies at the moment, folks. We've got two Nicks in here. We've got a Kerry and a Carrie. Oh no, here he is.
Oh,
Dan,
Ian.
Dan, Dan, Dan,
There he
Dan, 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 Dan. All right, Ian, how's it going?
All right, yeah. It's a bit weird. You know.
Didn't see you there. It's like Mr. Snuffleupagus in Sesame Street. He just sort of randomly sort of blows around the street, and he just comes into the. Well, I suppose he lives there, so it doesn't really just get in there, does he? I suppose. But anyway, welcome, Ian. Good to have you here. So anyway, where are we going to go next, folks? So where we got in here? We got an Ian, which basically, I don't know, really mucks it all up a little bit, really. But anyway, it's good to have you here anyway. We've got a Kerry, we've got a Carrie, we've got a Nick, we've got a Nicole, we've got a Thomas. Thomas is a posh name, isn't it? But we've also got a Tom from down under, of all places. Let's bring him in, shall we? It's a Tom Scott, otherwise known as the Bookshelf. Hello, mate.
Hey, folks, how you going?
All right, yeah, here we go. We're a second delay there, isn't it? It's like being on the BBC. Let's bring him up here. Let's bring him up here. We've got to have the Thomases together. So there's Thomas and Tom up there. Make your minds up who you think's he's better looking. Just say. And Tech's got competition.
More awake than I do.
Tom, tell us what you are. What part of Australia are you from, my friend?
I'm from Melbourne, so right down the southeast,
Melbourne.
just
Okay.
before that little island that we claimed, Tasmania, below.
Really,
Oh.
Tasmanian? Oh, bloody hell! Have you ever seen a Tasmanian devil?
Oh yeah, there's plenty, but you don't go anywhere near them. They're not like
Really?
the fuzzy. Well, I guess they are a lot like the Looney Tune. They are nuts. You want to run if you see a Tassie devil.
Are they? Are they like a little bit on the chubby side, but got really, really skinny legs, like they have in the cartoon? Because that's what
No,
I
like-
look like in a pair of tight, skinny jeans, to be honest.
He's not wrong either.
I reckon it's like a staffy. Like it's like a cross between a pug and a staffy. It's like a little ball of muscle. And if
That
you
sounds
get near it,
amazing.
you're not
Yeah.
having a good time because those jaws will mess you up.
Really? Oh God, you've got to be careful. Got to be careful with him. Don't go near a Tasmanian devil, folks. The
Or Greg in skinny jeans.
I mean, well, we won't have to run fast, that's for sure. I'll be like, it'd be like watching a cross between Mo Farah and C3PO trying to run. It really would be. KO out there has been lovely as always. Tonight is open draw live stream special. Ooh, here we go. Again, another reference to Carrie there. I think that is, and I think
No,
on that
that's
note-
your drawers. Your drawers are open, not me.
Your drawers are
mine-
open. Your
No, you
drawers are
can't see
wide
them.
open.
Ian's
Your
blocked
drawer-
it out.
I'm-
You
I'm
can't
I
see.
can the draft from here. I really can.
I've opened some to try and fit in.
Go, show us your drawers. Ian's stuck.
Show us your drawers.
No, don't show them.
There we go. Look, see,
There's no drawer open.
there
It's
is there's
fine.
disturbance in the false. And on that note, what one should we go for? I'll tell you what we go for. Let's go for this one because I think KO likes a little bit of show me the money.
Oh my God, is this my acceptance to Hogwarts?
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
There it goes. Thank you very much, KO. Really appreciate that. If I do another 3 seconds, folks, I'll get struck off again, like I always do. I literally every other stream I get struck off for some reason or other.
What's
I
the
show a
limit?
bit of, I show a little bit of video, like from Lego of all things, right? And then some like Latvia, somewhere Lego Latvia or something like that, will get in touch with me and say, "Well, you can't do that." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Anyway, we've got some others out there as well. At the moment, we've got Infamous Conflict out there. We've got Josh as well. He's out there too. I mean, got scrolled down. You got a very chitty chatty tonight. Brickbods are saying, Axel Plate, don't say that. Ian is trying to steal the Duplo, but the kids still love it. Oh, there we go. Oh, Carrie's moving very quick there. Did you see that?
Stop it. I was trying
She's
to
miming.
avoid you hearing that.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Well, don't type it in the chat then. Evening, all COVID-free and back in the land of the living. Me, I didn't realise you'd had it. Well, how's your wife with it as well? Has she had it as well? Statistically, of course, that was a well-timed cough, whoever that was. Statistically, of course, you won't necessarily get it if you're in the same household, which is strange. Mark says, Brent Bricks, he's happy to see you here. Lester's upgraded as well. Liz, how the devil are you? She's had a bad finger. Did you see it on Instagram, folks? Let us know how you're doing this. Be good to know how things are with you. Give us an update on your medical condition of your fingers. Maybe change it to the brick adjuster to eliminate confusion.
A.
Tangent.
No, because Canadians say A.
Did they? What? Okay, I didn't realise that.
Well, I don't know if I say it or not.
All right. Well, yeah, I can't say I do. A.
A.
Yeah.
A.
Would you like or something like that? It sounds like a gangster. But anyway. Talking to gangsters. So anyway, Tom, you're new here. You're from Australia. God, I never look that good at 4:30 in the morning. I really don't. I don't look that good at 4:30 in the afternoon, to be honest. Tell us a little bit about you and what you're all about. Well, what's going down in Australia. Literally, tell us all about yourself.
Right. What's going down in Australia? I'm fairly new to the Lego game. I got deep into it during the lockdowns in Melbourne. In Melbourne, we had ridiculous lockdowns. I think 2020 we were the most locked down city in the world.
Yeah, mate, you were kicking out tennis players and all sorts of things. I remember.
Yeah, they just didn't let us out ever, and so I had 2 kids in that period as well. So my parents were not happy with me following the rules. But
let's face it, there weren't a lot to do, were there? So you might as well
That's right.
get jiggy with it.
And coincidentally, right before, so January 2020, I was going to the movies and walked past this big convention center that had a Lego show on, like a Lego exhibition. I thought, oh, what's that? I used to like Lego. And I walked in and it was ridiculous. It was like the biggest Lego convention in the country. Couldn't believe what was going on. And I thought, I want to do this. I want to join in. and then lockdown for 2 years. They just stopped them all.
Oh.
Oh, that's
So in the
mad. That's
meantime,
mad.
I cleared out the junk room
Yeah.
and just started building and jumped on Instagram and started
Nice.
sharing on that and went Ninja Turtle crazy.
Yeah, now, dude, I thought I used to be really into Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. The only problem I had when I watched Ninja Turtles, and I want to know what other people out there think about that as well, is that I just wish they were human. That was the thing. I just wish, what's the turtle thing all about? But I completely get why people liked them because they were really cool characters. You know, they were really cool, figurines and stuff like that, and great toys. And Lego even did a pretty decent theme in them. But you kind of go that step further. You go beyond that because you actually make mocks and stuff like that, like a couple of those little daggers, some sabers you got behind you. So tell us a little bit about those, mate.
Size.
That's it. From Canada with the information, the facts.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know
this
my
is
Ninja Turtles.
good. Yeah, I still want to be a Ninja Turtle when I grow up. So I'm working hard. Now I've got a weapon. I built
Those are
I
cool.
started building. I don't know. Can I go on tour? Is that a thing we do here?
Yeah, you can do what you like.
Yeah. So the first thing I wanted to
sure.
build was like a Ninja Turtle lair to take to
Make it bigger.
convention.
Make it bigger. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go.
So I made.
Ooh.
This was my first display at a convention. How do I get out of the shot here?
That's your first display.
Wow.
Yeah.
My days.
Oh, yeah.
So
You went
well,
big.
it was 2 years in the making. So I was.
That's
I was
good going,
planning
though,
to
mate.
display- My plan was to volunteer the next year at this exhibition and then display the year after. But there was no exhibition volunteering. It was just 2 years of building. So I was mucking around doing things and then, learned a lot. Watching Lego Masters, like the Aussie Lego Masters was awesome. The way they composed things and
Yeah, brilliant.
So
It's my favorite
so
one,
that-
mate. My favorite one by a mile.
There's
Yeah,
some
me
monkey
too.
kid in there.
so I'm trying to keep it level. So if I was a kid looking up at it, I can see everything.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if I'm the parent looking down, I can see everything. Sorry about the angles. I'm trying to work out which way to tilt it. Yeah, you can still see it down. And my favorite thing is when the parents drag the kids over and go, "These are Ninja Turtles. They used to be cool."
Yeah.
They're still cool.
They are still cool. Correct. And so at one of these exhibitions, I was talking to a guy named Lewis Meany, who I don't know if you guys have seen him. He builds lightsaber hilts. He's built like every lightsaber hilt, I think, ever out of Lego. And he started building ones with the blade out as well. And they glow in a camera. It's just white and blue bricks or whichever color the lightsaber is. And I just got super jealous and I wanted something to swing around as well. So I made some nunchucks for the next show. Nunchucks. And it turns out you can't swing them because they're Lego.
You got to glue them. You got to glue them.
Well, no, I even tried. So
Really?
the PVC or whatever material, the plastic that Lego is, these U-bend pieces, is different to the Technic pins. So they don't bond if you use anything serious like a professional model creator would use. And if it's crazy glue or super glue, whatever it is, it just peels off because they're two different surfaces. It doesn't work at all. So I did the test and the nunchuck swung around and then kept going and hit the wall and there's a dent in the wall. And so I just tell the kids to be careful because the chains are going to break. And then I kept going. So everyone said, "Where's Donnie's staff?" So I built Donnie's staff. Where's the swords? So I built the swords. And then these were last because Raph's my favorite. If Raph's not your favorite turtle, I'm sorry, you're wrong. And this is one I did last. And actually, I've got all this set up back here because there was a stream last night announcing their release. So Bricker Builds are now selling them as sets.
I saw that.
Yeah. And which is like nothing I ever expected to happen. That I would create a product that a company overseas would want to sell to people is just nuts.
It's really good. It's a great idea. It really is. And why not? Why not make a little bit of money on the side for it as well? You know, there's a little bit of income, passive income. You create something you like. It's like art. It really is. Tell us a little bit about the big fig that you've got over there, or maxi fig. I'm not quite sure what people call them. So over your right shoulder, look over your right shoulder. That's in right there.
That's my left. It's all reversed, isn't it? Yeah. So this is Raphael, the favorite turtle. and it's maxi figures. I think you can only see him on Instagram. I think that's the only way you can get in touch with him.
Oh, yeah,
he's from
yeah, yeah.
Newcastle.
Oh, is that 3D printed?
That's 3D printed, and he does a great job. This is quite old. It started off with my Sig fig over here. My wife got this made to put together for my birthday. This is apparently me and Lego.
Oh. Can you do the eyebrow?
And so it arrived. And I was
You
like,
look nice
"Where
in a
is
jumper.
this?" She actually also bought me this jumper so that I can match. That was quite the birthday.
That's so cool.
And so I was talking to his name's Will. I was talking to him, and he was saying, "Oh, you're in Ninja Turtles, love it. I actually built one of these," and he was going to do the whole set, but he couldn't find the right color filament. So he was like, "Oh, you can take this to your shows with you if you want." I'm sure it's like a little extra business for him. And it turned up with Shredder as well, and Shredder's just amazing.
Nice.
I don't know if you can see him right there.
Yeah, show Shredder. Show. Can you? Is Shredder? While you're showing us around, you might as well show Shredder as well. A lot of people love him. See, I like. Oh yeah, look, he's done a great job of the Wolverine blades as well.
And these days, he uses magnets for all the joints, so the arms pop off and on.
Oh,
yeah, it's really cool what he does. The Shredder.
He's good. Oh, he's got his eye and everything there.
Yeah, he's got the full scar on his face.
Wow.
It's
That
awesome.
no, that one must have been quite expensive. I would have thought to have that one, wouldn't it? Because you got the accessories.
I don't know. It was a surprise. I opened the box expecting to see Raph, and Shredder was on top. It was awesome.
Yeah. Amazing. What do you lot out there think about that? It's amazing.
My display this year is Batman's Vacation, and Will sent me this absolutely handsome devil right here.
Hey,
that should be Greg's 6
I will get in. I've been in touch with him before to do one for me, but I think he's got quite a long queue of people.
Yeah, he's a really busy guy. Really busy.
What about those other turtles behind you? Are those brick built?
Better ones.
The smaller
I was an action figure. I'm sure we all were. I was an action figure kid, and so I decided that I wanted to build the action figures with the TV that you can see just there. So that's the backdrop.
Nice.
For the action figures that play in front. So with Michelangelo.
Yeah, he's cool.
Oh, you have the claw pieces there. Nice.
And they all pretty much, I mean, they look the same. They just got different weapons. But Mikey's got the fun pose because he's the cool kid. And I've changed their facial expressions a little bit. Like, Donatello.
Very cool.
Yeah, those are good. You can do good poses with them.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I was trying to recreate. It's turning into a real show and tell here.
This is good. Straight in. We love it.
Issue 1 of Ninja Turtle comics, the cover. That was my plan. So I built the action figures that could hit the poses, and then I built a backdrop, which is the city skyline. And then I thought, I could do a picture frame around it, but that might look, I don't know. So I thought maybe the TV that I watched Ninja Turtles on when I was a kid.
That's cool.
Be the go. And then I got distracted making the actual TV and never got around to making the rooftop that they stand on.
Well, they're certainly loving it out there. And if you are enjoying it, folks, do us a little favor, give us a thumbs up. And if you want to check out Tom and all his details and everybody else who's in the panel tonight, of course, you'll find them, as always, down in the description below. Very cool. Have you got, what's your, there's one, I can see a couple of alternative Lego things that you've got there. I can see you've got the mystery van, and you've got an Ninjago set up there as well. It's the one with the shark, the blue shark. Yeah, the shark mech is really good fun.
That Ninjago movie, that was before I got into Lego, the Lego Ninjago movie, and all those sets are ridiculous. They're so cool.
They really are.
I've got quite a few of them lined up along the workbench here, and plenty more in boxes. I didn't get them all, but I got the ones I really wanted, you know?
Yeah, no, me too. I tell you what, I that was the only one. I was very lucky because I bought them about 2 or 3 years ago. And that one I got secondhand because I just wanted the set and it was going for silly money. And I managed to get a couple of the other sets, like there was like an Inferno mech as well, but I managed to get him brand new, so I was pleased with that one. And Naya as well, she had one too. So, and that looked like something out of War of the Worlds, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, with the long legs, the long,
that's
it's
it,
like a water spider kind of thing.
And they've never done it again. They've never done anything like, because that kind of film was on its own, wasn't it? It was its own little Ninjago universe. But I loved it because I loved the animation in it. I really, really did. Let's catch up.
Batman before or after the Lego Batman? Was that before or after that one?
I think it was before. I think they were before.
I don't remember
because those sets were unreal as well.
Oh yeah, the Batman one was there was like a super duper Rooper car that came out as well, and it had I think it didn't have the Wizard of Oz monkeys in it as well. That one.
Yeah, from the Phantom Zone.
That's it. Yeah,
we got all those Batman variants too, which was nice.
Yeah, they just went nuts with it. It was amazing.
Yeah. It was great. It really was. We got Lady McBrick saying to the chair company, "Hello, Emily." We've got Minark out there saying delicious foods. Minifig Who is saying Kang or Grogu there through those delicious foods. Lester's saying they look great, which they do. They look amazing. They really do. Delicious Foods saying hi, Mark. Hi, Minifig Who. We've got the Minifig Who saying hey, delicious foods. Hope you are good. And the trade company, Emily. She says, I had to buy it, Ralph Sai. And Tom designed for Brickabuilds. Tom, you know I'm a huge fan of yours, and I couldn't miss Brickshelf Original, which is very nice, isn't it? It was very super well supported. And I think on that note, the trade company, detached cable.
Detached cable. Cable detached.
So much for that. Really do appreciate it as always. So let's go around the panel then. Now we've kind of got a good idea what Tom's all about. We'll find out a little bit more about his schedule and stuff like that a little bit later, folks. But let's go around the panel. Tech's probably eating some vegan pie or something at the moment. You know he is, or maybe a vegan pizza. Do they do such thing? I don't know. But anyway, Kerry, tell us. Well, you're a restaurateur. Have you got like a decent vegan menu where you work?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay. All right. Oh, that's a bit like, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, Kerry, so how's your week been in the world of Lego? Have you recovered from all your sort of fun couple of weekends that you've had?
So, what I've been doing? Right. So on last Saturday, I went to the Yorkshire Brick and saw lots and lots of amazing Lego builds. It was actually quite big. It was at the York Racecourse. Never been there before. Really nice. Saw Craigster there. He's not get well soon, Craigster, if you've been poorly. Well, you are poorly. But yeah, I also bumped into. Who else did I bump into there? I'm not entirely sure. That's somebody from your neck of the woods called Wes. He builds I want to say Pokemon figures.
Oh, I don't know.
I saw him at Bricktastic. Guy with the dreads. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Those are the big Pokemon figures, but he was there. I had a chat with him.
Okay, yeah, no, I've not met him actually. I saw them there, but I didn't actually go over and sort of introduce myself.
When I was at Bricktastic, I didn't really introduce myself. I just said hi and took some pictures and tried to duck out of frame when I was videoing him. So I just made a thing of it and did it again. And we had a lovely chat. And he said that I should come down to Reading, but I decided it was too far away. And that talking to him who was in York from London. But anyway.
You should try and get to it. Reading is a really good show, actually.
Yeah,
I'm sure Harry and Ian are going to be there.
Into it, yeah. But then on Sunday, I went to the the Lego store.
Oh my god!
It could be the Pick-a-Brick store.
It is. I love it. It's my favorite part of the actual Lego store. So yeah, had a little chat with those guys. Filled up 2 Pick-a-Bricks, but they were very, very short on stock. They had no.
What'd you get?
I just got 2 Pick-a-Brick cups in the end. I went for Evie and Wally, the brickheads.
Oh yeah, nice. Good choice. Good choice.
I went for they didn't have it.
Oh, they didn't have them.
No. They had no Indiana Jones stuff, so that was the second option. Didn't have it, so in the end, I just walked out with 2 Pick-a-Brick cups.
What pieces did you get?
I basically got pieces for my mock maze, so it was I stacked tiles upon tiles upon tiles.
all that green that you had earlier.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So I basically got, I didn't count it before I started building, but I got a lot of these, a lot.
Did you pack it, Bobby? The way you packed them in, though, see, that's cheating.
I packed them in. I definitely packed them in.
Oh my God.
It was
How long?
solid.
Are you okay? Have you got like a technique for actually splitting them apart?
I
Brick
thought
separator.
I had. The brick separator is not working, so basically, I know it's really bad, but I've resorted to a
Oh.
knife. Yeah.
Wow.
So basically, just
Knife.
on
Oh, don't do that.
yeah, it's
Wow.
not a very sharp knife, but yeah. And then I got a big one full of these proper stacked, and then I got a small cup with the 1x4 bricks, which I didn't end up using in the end. So I've got a lot of bricks now. Then I went to my lug meet, picked up loads of loose parts, just random loose parts. It's like the best pick-a-brick thing in the world, because we have like a Lego seller. He comes in, he just dumps all of his loose Lego out on a table, well, on about 6 tables, and we all just gather around and pick out what we want and pay like £8 a cup.
Nice.
Which is great. So you just get like random.
And where do you go for
bits
that,
of Lego.
Kerry? Where's
That's
that?
my lug meet. So we meet in a.
Oh, your lugs, right?
Yeah, we meet in a scout hut in Sheffield, which is pretty cool. And then so I was basically building solidly all day up until 3 o'clock on Monday, and then I went for a nap and woke up at 8 o'clock and didn't end up live streaming.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Blimey, you really did
I
sleep through.
didn't know where I was. It was like, oh, where am I? If my hubby rang me, he'd gone fishing.
Yeah.
He was night fishing, and he rang me, and I was like, where am I? And I'm like, oh God, it's dark. What's happened? And he's like, have you been to sleep? And I'm like, no. He's like, what time did you go to sleep? And I'm like, well, I nodded off at 3 o'clock.
Oh my God,
So,
that's literally a night's sleep.
Nap,
That is.
yeah, it was
5
ridiculous.
hours. That's it. Bang.
I've never done that before.
Wow.
It was great.
Well, you obviously needed it, so don't worry about
definitely.
that. If
So
I
then
ever
just
sleep
been-
longer than 5 hours, I'm like phenomenal. That's great.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like
this is what I normally do. I normally sleep 5-6 hours a night, and that's it. So clearly, I needed that. It added up.
Yeah, but you
So-
you did the show last week. The week before that, you was in London for celebration.
Yeah, and I was poorly as well. I probably on the Sunday I was wiped. It was one of those things that if I hadn't paid so much money to get there, I possibly shouldn't have done it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was.
Well, you did it, and you enjoyed it as well. We did have a
loved
giggle.
it.
Didn't
I
we?
just wish I got a longer ticket. Just.
Oh, I definitely. I should have got 2 days. But I had a terrific day, so I can't complain.
So an old work colleague had gone, and I didn't even know he was there. And he's like, "Oh, I didn't see it." And I'm like, "He was dressed as a Mandalorian. He'd like made his own costume, and he was absolutely amazing." And I was looking at his pictures, and he'd taken pictures of places. And I'm like, "Where was that? Where was this?"
You're in the background.
Didn't see it. It was crazy. No, I wasn't in the background. But yeah, his costume was absolutely amazing, and we've kind of like he's one of I say work colleague. He's one of the he used to be basically a waiter that I hired like when he was 18, and he's now like what 24, 20 he might be 26, and he makes costumes. He went to film school, and he wants to go into costume design, and he made his own Mandalorian costume. And it was amazing.
Was it?
Yeah, so he was one of those that he's got it. Do they get some of the costumes like certified?
Oh,
So
I
he's
don't know.
going for certification on his
Was
costume,
he?
so he can be one of the 501st, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, we'll have to ask Tech about that one. But yeah, that's maybe that is a thing because I was watching a couple of Tech's vlogs today where he's talking about the pins and stuff like that, and this is like this strange pin ecosystem. I was like, I didn't even know it was there. Didn't even know it
This is the
existed.
thing. I didn't know it was there. I picked up one of the pins, but I didn't know anything about that. And if I had, I'd have gone full in for that. I love pins.
I definitely would have got a Chopper pin. I'm a fan of Chopper. I do like Chopper, and of course we've got him coming in the Ahsoka series as well, which is great. All right, Kerry, good for you having a good snooze. That's for sure. It's always nice when that happens. Albeit you wake up and I don't know about you, but if I ever do have a nap, and it's very rare that I do, when I wake up, I feel terrible for the hours.
If you have 20 minutes, it's fine. If you have any longer than that, you go into REM sleep, and it ruins it for you. Yeah.
Oh well.
But I did get to sleep that night as well, so I clearly needed it.
So stay shiny and happy, people, and only sleep for no more than 20 minutes. Where should we go next? Let's go Canada. Canada, shall we? Nick, what have you been up to this week? Have you had a fun week?
Well, this morning I saw the new. Well, it was a blurry photo of the Ninjago market.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you guys see that?
Oh,
So,
I did actually, and it does look good.
Yeah, So I was looking at my display. I was trying to figure out how I'm going to squeeze that in because right now, the three, Ninjago City, Ninjago Docks, and Ninjago Gardens kind of fit on the shelf. But then I was wondering if I kind of like have some of them hanging over the edge. So it kind of looks like this right now, the top shelf. It's Ninjago City, Docks, and Gardens. If I kind of push it over to the side, maybe I can squeeze it in.
I don't know, mate. I don't think you're going to get that on there.
I don't know. I might be able to. Or see the monkey kid? The monkey kid, I can take that and put it where there's like a spaceship behind the Saturn. So I can put the new set there maybe. So different things, but I don't know. Maybe because if I kind of have it hang. Oh, that's Bricker Bells. That Spider-Man bust is Bricker Bells. Yeah. But it's not on the web. It's not on the website anymore. But it was 10,000 pieces.
I was gonna say, is that actually Lego? Is that Lego or is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lego. It's it's all plates, all like 1x2, 1x3 plates. 10,000 pieces for that. But yeah, that was my first Bricker builds because I have like. Oh, are we doing show and tell too? We have some Bricker builds here and some Bricker builds. So,
Well, I started watching. You got a new video out where you get another one of these, and I was going to ask you tonight: are they actually all Lego or are they?
Yeah, they're Lego.
It's, my mate Dave Holder designed all those. He's from Melbourne.
Holder. Something Holder.
What's going on with all this talent from Australia?
Dave Holder actually.
Dave Holder,
is implied. He's employed full time on the Aussie Lego Masters. He's like the builder in the background.
Is he?
Oh, so he makes all the sets.
I thought it was Brickman.
Say that the narrative is that Brickman does that.
Yeah, I was going to say I thought Brickman does it all. But yeah, no, I love Brickman and Hamish. They crack me up with those two.
Hilarious.
I'm working through season 3 at the moment, but I'm not finding season 3 as gripping as the first two.
I think that season 3 probably has the best builds of all the seasons.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it starts slow. I think it starts slow, but yeah, there's some really there's some knockout builds there.
So far, those two builders, they keep winning every single one.
Which two are they?
I can't remember the two that are doing it, but so
they come back. They come back.
Oh, yeah, and I think season 4 is even like the Grandmaster one sort of thing. Which
season
is
5 Grandmaster.
Oh,
and that's what we've got on air right now.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's season 4 I'm watching. I can't remember, but it's they're all good.
Those are two guys who build dragons all the time. Are they winning?
That's it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
so that's season 4. That's season 4.
That's season 4. I'm just finding that less gripping than the other ones.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but I don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying it. But the other ones, I was like, no, I've got to keep going. I've got to keep going. And this one, I'm just sort of picking it up and watching it for a bit and then putting it down again.
The one before that where it was they built that big tiger hanging off the tree. And they built,
that's one of the best builds ever.
In the forest with the wolves coming up to get them.
Yeah.
That's
they did fox. They did a blooming fox in like one of their first builds. It was like, well, that would win the final. So straight away, as soon as I saw him build that, I said to my wife, I said, "Oh, they're going to win that one." And they did. I said they're going to win this. They won it already.
Sometimes you already know who's going to win just from like the first build. You're like, okay, this group's going to win.
Because it was brilliant compared to one. It was much better than anyone else's, and secondly, it was as good as the season finale from the year before.
It was just amazing. It was like a fox in a snow globe, wasn't it? And it's just sitting there. It looks so cold. There's like these beautiful flowers around it, and you just think, how are you going to top that? And then the next week, they come out with like a serpent wrapped around a tree house. And how are you going to beat that? The next week, they come back with a tiger hanging off a tree. How are you going to beat that? The next week, they come back with a deer with wolves in a whole forest. It's just...
You got it, which was magnificent. Yeah. They just had one weakness. They just always needed a slight direction to go on. And Brickman saved them one time. There was one thing they just did not know what to do. And he went, "Oh, why don't you try this?" And they went and did it, and they won it. But which was quite slightly controversial. But they're super talented. I'll have to get them on here. We've had Billsy on here a few weeks ago. So yeah, I have to start working through the Australian peeps that are out there, and I'll get Selena on the case, which will be good. So anyway, all right, Nick, thank you for your show and tell as well. This is like the Tom and Nick show and tell. This is.
All right, Tom, show and tell.
Lady McBrick, have you got anything to show and tell us tonight?
Only my chaos in my room. Other than that, no. Because I had a lot of stuff in the other room before I got my new cupboards.
Oh, yeah, you got new cupboards. But how did you find building them? Okay.
Since I paid IKEA to do it for me, I
Oh, they
had
do
the
that?
pleasure of watching two really nice guys do it for me.
Oh, wait. Did you take pictures of them while they were doing it or something? Put it on Instagram.
Right. I vlogged them. Should I have asked them? No, I didn't know.
All right, slightly awkward there, but there we go. Carry on quickly.
German lady lurking in the corner of the room, holding a iPhone very suspiciously into the air.
Definitely,
Hi guys.
Hi guys. Do you want to pose for me? Well, more importantly, though, you've had the two gorgeous men building for you and videoing them. Not that they knew much about it. But have you started to? Well, basically, have you started stuffing it full of Lego so it looks a little bit like Carrie's shells? Have you started doing it like that yet? Like, because it always starts off really nice and lovely. And then you buy more Lego, and you're like, where should I put it? Where should I put it? So where are you at with that? Hey, you stud.
At the moment, they are still empty. But at the end of the weekend, I think I will at least am at the same state as Ian and Carrie. If I think I will beat them, because I have a dozen sets that already are built and that are waiting here. I have the tree house. I have all of the Ninjago city garden. I want the new Ninjago set to go in there. Riven Days shall go in there.
Wow.
So
it's a big shelf.
I have to confess that when they set them up, it's a wall and where the cupboards are, and just temporary. They had put them at the side so that the main wall was empty. And for a second, I thought, that's not a bad idea. I could have shelves at the sides as well. So, brilliant. So, I already have the next IKEA order in place.
That's crazy. And have you built much this week yourself? Have you been building much in between all that?
I built for Kate's challenge.
Is this Brick Huntress?
Yes, for Brick Huntress.
There we go.
I built in celebration of me going to New York next year with So Awesome Fishy and Bricks Why Not and Dana D. And we are going to meet all in New York.
Which one's who?
Yeah, who's who? Tell us who's who.
And
you got to tell us the names of the buildings as well, just so we.
Yeah, right. Nice one. So Awesome Fishy, Jiao, and that's Dana. That is me, and that's Annabelle. Bricks, why not?
Bricks, why not?
Have you met any of them in person before?
None of them. I chat with them every day, and but never have I ever met anyone in person. So it will be really, really exciting to really meet them.
Oh yeah, it'd be amazing because some of them you think, oh, you're half a lot shorter than what I thought.
That's what I thought about you, Greg.
And some of them you think they're a bit, they're just, But anyway, I can't say it because I'm going to say about tech.
Go on.
I can't think of anything horrible to say about you, tech, because I'm not a big meanie like you. But anyway, is Paige in there with you, tech?
No. She's babysitting a little brother and sister tonight.
Ah, that's cute. What are they called? Just out of curiosity.
Jake and Tilly.
Jake and Tilly. Oh, that's a really nice name. That I like those. Oh, lovely. Good stuff. All right. So Lady McBrick was just been telling us that she's been photographing IKEA, kind of building her cupboards and drawers and stuff like that, which is nice. And she's been building stuff. So, Lady McBrick, is it this year you're going out to New York, or is it next year you're going out to New York?
Next year.
Oh, it's next year. So are you going Brick World Chicago next year? Because I that's where I'm going to be going.
I'm not really sure when it will be, because I think our mind is set on going to New York in September.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure when Chicago will take place.
Okay, when Chicago next year, Tech? Is it? Well, when's it this year?
June.
Mid-June, yeah.
Mid-June.
June. Okay.
I will have to ask my employer if he minds if I go over to Chicago in June, just stay there, because flying back and forth so much hassle.
I know it's such a hassle, isn't it? It's such a hassle. But yeah, that's cool. I'm definitely going next year. This year I'm going over to Billund. Next year I'll be doing that. So anyway, Tech, tell us a little bit about your week and what you've been up to.
Well, last week not a lot really. I was pumping out the vlogs from the week before, which was actually interesting and worth talking about. Star Wars Celebration, and I got to see Kerry for a bit and Greg for a bit, and Carrie and Ian come up a couple of days before. We hit up a few Lego stores, but no, it was a really good time.
Yeah, it was.
Nice.
Tell us about the pins and stuff like that. Because I watched 3 of your vlogs today, back to back, and Sam was really, really funny. He cracks me up, especially when
Sam
he
is great.
Pretending to be drunk on the floor. Because he's laying there in some. It looked like being murdered actually, and you could see his sort of belly was moving because he was laughing. And then there was this. What I think the thing that made me laugh was this geezer dressed as Spider-Man was sort of awkwardly sat between you and Holly having a conversation for ages, and I was like, "Is this geezer going to say anything? Is he going to do anything?" It just made me giggle. But yeah, tell us about the pins and this really weird ecosystem that's there in Star Wars Celebration with these pins. What's all that about?
Oh, it's certainly not just at Star Wars Celebration. I got into it from going to Disney. There's like a whole pin trading thing. You can buy and collect pins, much like CMS. They do like mystery boxes where you can get like randomized pins. Then they have like chaser pins, so they don't advertise them on the box, and so you have to buy multiple boxes to try and the likelihood of them being in their box is like a lot higher than a lot lower than the average pin. And yeah, like I said, I got into it at Disney, and I go absolutely crazy for it when I'm at Disney. And they did it at Star Wars Celebration in 2016, and I managed to collect all of them, I think, in 2016. And I went into it this time. I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. It's a lot of money. It consumes your weekend.
How much is it for a pin?
So the mystery boxes, you got 2 random pins, and they were £20 for a box. And then some of the stores were selling them just like £10. Wicked Brick was selling the Yoda pin for £10. Forbidden Planet, the chopper and stuff. But then some of them were like gift for purchases. So if you spend over £25, then you get the pin for free and things like that. So yeah, depending on which store had certain ones, it was. But yeah, it's something that I obsess over. And because I feel like you've got a 4-day window to collect them all, I go like crazy for it because I really don't want to be paying like aftermarket eBay prices for some of them, because some of them are mad. How
many were there for 2023?
There was 55, I think.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
And is there like a catalog of them, Tech? Is there like, it's or do they just go, oh, we're going to make a new pin this week? Because I would imagine the turnaround time is quite quick for making those.
They they had a big board in the store with all the pins to collect on. And then like people make like cheat sheets and stuff. But yeah, there was about they sold in the store a lot of like 2 or 3 packs of characters, so you could go up and just buy those. You could get some from certain retailers. Some were in the mystery boxes. There was one that you had to trade. You had like they were only given out to the staff members, and so you'd have to go find a staff member with one and trade one. What were the other? They did 3 packs in the run up to Celebration. They called them like the Road to Celebration sets. So those are the ones I had to go and buy on eBay because I missed out on those. But yeah, I can't remember. Is there? Oh, and then like if you went into the store, they were really kind because they're like, if you spend £100, then you can buy on top of what you get them.
We allow you to
buy them.
Wow.
You can buy there was like 3, I think they called them like incentive pins. If you spent £100, you could buy. So yeah, but I mean, as like I said, the prices of them, you quickly rack up to £100, so it's not too difficult to.
Well, on the back of watching your video, I was looking at, because I quite like Chopper. I don't know what it is. I just always liked him from Rebels because he was just always a big caricature. You know, he's a big character. I liked him, and I can't wait to see how that kind of translates into real life movie. Or TV stuff, really, I should say.
It's because he's a naughtier version of R2D2.
Yeah, I think he's got hands as well, so he's going around doing other things, I suppose. I don't know what, but anyway, it's going to be funny to watch. And of course, we've seen Zeb as well already. And Tech, I've got to ask, because we might mention the odd Mandalorian thing tonight, especially the dark saber, folks. What's the point of that?
But I've got so many things to say about that.
I know. All right, we'll talk about it in a minute. Hold your horses, Kerry. Honestly,
are we allowed to talk about it?
Well, I don't think
is there people in the chat that's gonna like?
Well, I was going to ask Tech because I don't know what's the name, Techie, but he's Tech. Are you? When are you going to be doing your kind of Mando end of season chat and stuff like that?
I'm going to do it Sunday at 7 p.m. So before the BrickPods go live,
Okay,
so before like an hour and a half or so, and then
very good. All right, so we might talk about a couple of things, folks. We're not going to talk about too much tonight. Polar Bricks is saying he's not seen it yet. Have you not seen it yet? I even managed to catch Picard today, and that was good. I got to be honest. Right? I'm just saying, folks.
I have to get into that.
It's as good as Star Wars. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. Don't hate me for it, but it is. But yeah, engage and all that. But anyway, all right, we'll come back to Star Wars Celebration in a moment, Tech. We will. And we will talk about the Darksaber and the point of that now. And spoilers, this is the way. This is true, Jesse. Jesse's out there as well. Good to see you, Jesse. The Minifiku saying the new 1989 Batman build. Is there a new 1989 Batman build Minifiku? Send me a link. But yeah, where should we go next? Well, we spoke to Tom. He's shown us all around his garage as well, which is nice.
Almost.
Got nice big garages, haven't they, in Australia? It's all that land. Let's go to Ian and Carrie. They look like they're settled into building something, probably a friend set, just saying. All right, guys, show us what you're building.
Oh, it is friends.
There we go.
Wow, very cool.
It's quite a good one for splitting. It comes with 10 different booklets.
Spitting?
Spitting.
You can't spit at your husband. It's not nice.
Like lots of books.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we're currently arguing over who gets to do which ones, but I'm obviously doing the purple one because
I see.
It's purple.
All right. So what's I do appreciate that, Polar, by the way. What's Ian building then? What have you let Ian build, and what have you let yourself build?
I've got the little delivery truck.
Okay. Well, that's quite nice. That. Can you hold it up, please, Harry? Can you hold it up? Yeah. Don't then drop it straight away. That looks actually quite nice. Do you like it? What sort of truck is it? No. It's a removal van.
Yeah. It's like an alternate version of the gift of purchase.
Yeah. It is actually. All right. Very good.
I've built a hairdresser's.
Oh, okay. Can you hold it up for us, Ian?
Honestly.
Get some bands or something. Oh, that's quite nice, actually. I like that. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Is that a brush? That's really good. It's really nice parts in there. And the Technic piece. But I mean, never seen that very often. The Technic piece in a bloody friend set. What's going on?
It's modular, so you have to put the pins in to stack it up.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, hold on. Show us it. It's modulish.
So you can restack it all.
Yeah, you can put them in a couple of different configurations.
What? And they've got back and fronts on them?
No, they're all open, but you can do them in like an L, or you can do them a bit taller.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. I tell you what, you guys are my go-to people for friends. You really are. But anyway, how's your week been? Anyway, did you right? Last time you was on, just dropped my pen. Catastrophe. Don't worry, I got another one. Last time you was on, you had a sleep. You come over. You did a Kerry. You fell asleep around 5, and the next thing you knew, it was like 7:30 or something. So have you been since then?
Well, we had a holiday since then, so obviously we were very well rested, right?
Yeah. That's how holidays with kids work.
Well, it wasn't
was it? I was Barcelona. You was out there last week.
Because it was like all of Ian's family, there was enough adults to watch our children, so I found it quite restful.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, we only cooked like once. Well, you only cooked once. I didn't cook at all.
No, I cooked
twice. Well, I wasn't paying attention.
Here we go, twice. Not that Ian was keeping account. But okay. Well, what did Ian? What did you cook? What if you invited me over to your place and you said, Greg, I'm gonna cook you a meal tonight, what would you cook me?
What would I cook you? I don't know.
Yeah. What if you lace poisoning?
Beans on toast.
No. So
Chicken?
my sister doesn't eat a lot of meat. So for the first night, I did an aubergine tikka masala.
Oh, nice.
Which, it was just basically
aubergines
and tikka masala.
6 aubergines.
Yeah, a lot of
6?
aubergines.
So, yeah, quite a lot of aubergines.
There was 10 of us.
Yeah,
so.
there were 10. So
okay.
a lot of people.
All right.
His main dish that he does a lot is jambalaya.
Yeah.
Like a jambalaya.
Oh. What's a jambalaya? That just sounds like a free-for-all thing.
It's like a...
So I do a chicken and chorizo jambalaya.
It's a rice dish.
Yeah, Cajun spiced rice dish.
Oh, nice.
It's yummy.
I don't know why. I just didn't think he was into spicy food, Ian, but you obviously...
So 2 weeks ago, he made jambalaya, but he made it far too spicy. He couldn't even eat it. It was hilarious.
We use a Cajun spice mix because, there's too many spices in there for me to go out making our own. But you bought one from a different shop, and so the 1 week everything seemed a bit bland. So the next week I put extra in, but you'd also got a very spicy chorizo as well, so that combined.
Spicy chorizo. Oh, God.
I was fine with it, so I don't know what your problem was.
You weren't.
I ate the whole thing. You had to.
How was you the next day though? That's the thing. That's what you got to think of.
Absolutely fine.
Just go to bed with the windows open.
I just chucked a bit more rice in, and it was fine the next day.
There you go.
No, it was bland the next day. Sad.
Oh. Well done, Ian, for doing all that cooking. That's amazing. We've got a question from Mr. Mayo Hosco out there. He's saying, question for the Brick Mods. Do you think the Main Street is the best friend set of all time? You can make an argument that it is. What do you reckon?
The new shop one's looks quite good. We've not built that one yet. The complex one, where you've got is that where you've got like little apartment things and some shops?
I have no idea which set you're talking about.
From the new ones.
No, still don't know.
Okay.
I have to go look at that one. I don't think it is.
You don't think it is?
No, I think because it's just a bit buildingy. I don't know.
But you like buildings.
I do. I love buildings, but I feel that the friends that have done better buildings.
Right.
So
what's the best one? High school recently, wasn't it? Was it a high school?
Yeah, the school. Are you talking about the school?
No, I'm not talking about the school.
Give me the set. Give me the set number here. Find a set number.
I don't do numbers.
But like the art school and the theatre, those are better. I think.
Oh, okay.
What about that treehouse? That was a good set, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, the treehouse.
Yeah, the treehouse is a good set.
The treehouse is the one I was looking for. I'm a bit worried that I don't actually have it, but I couldn't find it in my cupboard. So I have to look.
That's my only friend set.
That theatre's a nuts play set. It's really cool.
The theatre is amazing.
That was a couple of weeks ago, KO. Thank you. I haven't made a big thing of it yet.
Let's do it
now. Bright Switch Wickets is out there as well. Lauren, how many pins did you buy? I couldn't believe how many. He's like tech sucked everyone into it. Anyone around him were opening up pins. Even Holly was in on it as well. Did you have a favourite one, Tech, from the from?
Oh man,
celebration.
The Rancor is really cool. So is Jabba.
Yeah,
Jabba
looked great.
But I think probably like Sabine or Chopper. Maybe I think there were.
What's all this Rebels love? I didn't think you used to like Rebels at all. But
man, I'm hard in Rebels.
Really? I've started watching it again. I watched the first 2 episodes.
So good. It's so good.
Yeah, it is good. It is good, and I think it's going to be brilliant in like when they show up in Ahsoka and stuff like that. So Yeah, it's going to be awesome, man. And not too long to wait, to be honest, to be fair. So not too long to wait at all. Tom, are you a Trekkie or a Star Wars fan, or do you actually like both? What's your thing?
Well, my parents went into sci-fi, so I didn't see Star Wars until late teens. And same with Star Trek. I didn't see Star Trek until early 20s. Like, I just didn't see it. And I don't know. If I'm honest, Stargate would be my top of any.
Oh, he's one of them. It's Stargate. It's neither here nor there.
I don't know. I just like that they get to come home at the end, and it's more. I don't know. It's more relatable for me than intergalactic samurai.
You know, we're all sort of.
Since then, though, like my sister married a serious Star Wars fan, and so I thought I'll get around it, and so I watched it all chronologically. I started. Where would I have started? Clone Wars, maybe? No, I would have started episode 1, 2, then Clone Wars, then 3, and I've gone the whole way through since. And Clone Wars would be my favorite version of it. I don't know. When I was little, I don't know. In the early 90s, the Batman animated series. I thought that was Batman, and anything else was someone playing cosplay, pretending to be Batman. So, Michael Keaton's trying to be Batman, kind of thing. And for me, the way I look at Star Wars is Clone Wars is Star Wars, and then everyone else is trying to fit in, except for like Mandalorian. I think hits the right tone, and so like Ahsoka, and I mean Boba as well. I guess kind of.
I was okay with Boba Fett. I wish they just hadn't done the season, to be honest. I think they could the last.
It could have been like it could have been part of the Mando season.
I think he should have been part and parcel of it. He kind of got overtaken in the end. I mean, some people are sort of saying that this Mandalorian season wasn't really more. It was more sort of Bo-Katan. But I thought it was quite Mando-ish. I did enjoy it, I have to say. I'm still not necessarily sure who all the spies were, but there are some. I mean, there is a sort of biblical thing to that, and I kind of see it, but I'm like, really? I don't know. But I don't know.
Star Trek, I didn't get until I watched the Orville. Have you seen the Orville with?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen it. That's meant to be more Star Trek than Star Trek.
Well, it started out goofy, but the arts department were ridiculously good. It was like high quality, like amazing, better aliens, better ship designs than Star Trek. It was just, and so they started going serious. It's much more serious now, but after seeing that, I appreciate Star Trek much more.
Yeah, and Disney bought them as well, which was, I think, is crazy because you think Paramount should have bought them because it's an alternative to Star Trek. So buy in the competition, but
Disney had more money, I guess.
I guess so, but I mean, let's face it, Disney Paramount. You know who's going to win that one, folks. But I will say as well, this week, I think it is as of today, funny enough, all the Spider-Man movies now are available on Disney Plus. So, it's kind of bringing in that MCU a little bit more now, which is kind of cool to see because I do like the old Spider-Man movies. They are normally very, very good. So let's dive into a thing then. Let's talk about the Darksaber. So Lego have gone to all this trouble of making us a Darksaber, and but I don't know. Is it a thing anymore? Will it ever be remade? Who knows? Tech. It is a bit of a spoiler, but hey, it's on the thumbnail, folks. So come on.
I just wanted to say, spoilers.
Yeah,
it's like the Razor Crest.
It's on the Razor Crest is no more as well. That never came back, did it? This month or this one?
Oh, we got the UCS one right after it.
Yeah, it's like
no, but it's not in the show. It's not in the show. It's like that's the thing. But who knows? I might get it for my birthday. Yeah, I don't know. It's still one of the best UCS sets out there. But Tech, what do you think of the hoo-ha about the Darksaber? And do you think, but Polar Bricks, just turn the volume down for 5 minutes. Do you
Give us 10.
Do you think, right, that because I think they'll just remake it. I mean, surely it's all about the blade. It's all about the crystal, isn't it? With that.
I don't know if they will.
Oh,
I think they'll put more emphasis now on like the tie to the mythosaur than the Darksaber.
Yeah.
Only because I it's kind of a. I mean, you've got to beat someone in combat to get it, and then and then people just blindly follow that person, and and that's caused so much division in the past. Like you see in Clone Wars when Maul beats Pre Vizsla for it, like some of the people like blindly follow Maul, rightly or wrongly, and then other people's break away, and that's what causes so much like infighting between the Mandalorians. I think it's more of a symbol of division than like uniting the Mandalorians. So I don't think they will get rid of it. It's a bit of a shame that that Moff Gideon destroyed it. I think it would have been maybe a bit more symbolic if like Bo-Katan or one of the Mandalorians broke it and like were like, we don't need this anymore. But
well, I heard they cast David Tennant, the voice of, I can't remember the bot's name, that helps create.
Oh, he is. He's the one that knows how to build every single one, isn't he?
I've heard they're casting for next season, so there might be a journey to try it and revive it.
Or just design a new one or something like that.
Idea.
The Mythosaurs, Well, I mean, Grogu reached out to him, didn't he? Or felt his presence, so to speak. Which I think was quite good. I thought that was quite cool. That's the story there to come. And we're not going to dive too deeply into it, folks, or anything like that. We're really not. It's just from the Lego point of view. And if you want to see a deep diver into it, then tune in to see Tech on Sunday at 7 p.m. UK time. That is, of course, 2 p.m. EDT time in America. Kerry, what's your thoughts? Because we were kind of holding you back earlier on. But you know, let yourself go with it now. Good to see you, Shine.
My thoughts are, I think it's a good thing that it is no more, because obviously they're trying to take the Mandalorians into a different way of being of togetherness, not apart. But my point about it is how can Beskar break Beskar? It's supposed to be invincible to everything. How did he just crush it like that? That's ridiculous. It shouldn't have broken like that. It should have been a different way. They should have melted it down. It should have been symbolically melted down, not crushed by a guy that then.
Unless Moff Gideon was really Moff Gideon.
Oh, that's going in a different direction altogether now, lady.
Mind blown.
Well, he did have a moustache. Just saying, no tash.
I've wanted this so much. I'm just going to crush it. There you go. See you bye. It's like, what?
Yeah, but he was like Iron Man, though, wasn't he? He was like sort of hydraulics. And all
I have a massive problem with that, though. Well, like Kerry has got a good point, because Dark Trooper armor, like from the first thing, was punching Mando's head in the finale of season 2, and that there was no dent at all on his helmet. So I completely get where Kerry's going. I'm with her on that.
Ridiculous.
Also,
that's the only ridiculous thing about it. I loved it.
Moff Gideon's like Iron Man style like exosuit was meant to be this suit, right? And they had like they put all the sound effects in to make him sound like he's walking like a robot or like moving. But there was so many gaps in his thing. It just made no sense. Like that really didn't make any sense to me.
I agree with that. And I don't know, man. I mean, that was the only way that Mando was able to get at anyone else anyway, was through the gaps of the armor. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
sorry, that seemed, it's amazing.
And the only other thing that really bugs me, because I know I'm going to get called out for being rude.
Oh, here we go. He's on a roll.
There's one thing. The Mando going through each of those rays, very funny. One at a time. So cool, right? You get to the like the throne, like the room bit, and then everyone just comes in through the crack in the ceiling. Like, what's that about? I don't know, what is that about?
I know.
Bo-Katan just takes him out. He's like, what's
like, what?
I want to know though,
it
happened. When Grogu was running around, was you cheering or laughing? Because I found it quite funny.
I thought it was quite funny, yeah. And apparently, because it's hard with Grogu to like really know like exactly what he's like thinking or feeling or like. But apparently, if you watch it with subtitles, apparently if you watch it with subtitles, it's saying like he's laughing the whole time. It's like Grogu laughs, so he's like clearly having a good time when he's like.
It was hilarious. The only thing is though, the only thing that I didn't like in that whole episode, and I genuinely liked it. It was like it was. I'm not saying it was deep and meaningful. It's Star Wars. Come on, get a grip. But you know, right at the end, you know when they walk into the bar, he's walking at this sort of pace like
Oh,
that,
he'll
and
be
his
like a
legs are
puppet.
going like that. And I'm like, what's going on there? I mean, there's a puppet or not? You know what I mean?
That was funny. Yeah.
I love to see the man in the green outfit that's doing all the sort of leg walking. I thought that'd be fun. I was like, oh, they got to sort that pace out. It's not quite right, or maybe they
That's
over
what little
oiled the
kids do,
server.
though. They have to run. I have to do that with my hubby, to be fair. He's got such long legs. I have to start running to catch up to him. So, yeah.
I don't know. So Lady McBrick, have you actually seen it?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm now questioning whether what I said was so dumb that you now question whether I have seen it.
No, it wasn't dumb. It just wasn't necessarily what we were talking about. We're talking about one thing, and you start theorising about was that even him, or was it a clone of him, or something like that? I don't know. All I
I
would say
didn't
is,
say that. I didn't want to spoil it that far, but
all I'll say is he did have a moustache. That's all. Where's his Blakey moustache gone? He's like, "I'll get you, Mando. I'll get you."
I
what
do
do you
think
reckon?
that there's going to be an end credit scene where he like comes out of the ashes dragging a clone of himself away. I thought we were going to get an end credit scene of that, to be fair.
Yeah.
I really found it strange that he explained in detail to Mando what his clones were about when they just got destroyed. And I thought maybe there are more of them and he needed to tell now.
That's a fair point. I found Moff Gideon like at the end of season 1 like a really interesting villain, and he never really quite fulfilled his potential. And then we didn't see him in this season until like the second to last episode. And don't get me wrong, he looked cool, but
yeah,
it felt like he almost wasn't meant to be in this season. I know they had to like do a lot of last minute changes because they cancelled like Rangers of the New Republic and like there's loads of behind the scenes stuff. I think this season has suffered from that a little bit in terms of story, but no, I think it was mostly enjoyable.
My only thing was I think they just overcomplicated it when because of the cloning side of it. He's going down his own avenue, and he sort of even told the other people with the Imperials that no, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not my thing. It's not. I'm not into cloning, and he was. The only thing I wish they'd done, right, at that whole last episode, and it was a cracker, folks, it was a banger, is I absolutely thought halfway through it, I thought, oh my God, we're going to see Thrawn. Thrawn is waiting for one faction to take out the other, and then he's going to come in and decimate it. And we didn't, but that's cool.
No. There's so many things that didn't happen that I thought I'm going to stop watching conspiracy theories because.
Oh, I'd never watch them. I never watch it because it's just a path to be disappointed. I just kind of theorize it myself. I listen to tech streams. That's as much as I theorize, to be honest. It really
didn't
is.
disappoint me, but I got to the end and went, "What just happened? Why?"
I was there watching like the Polish credits, the Hungarian credits, waiting for this end credit scene because it says like the episode was called like The Return or something, was it? I was like, this is going to be Thrawn. He's got to show up somewhere. Yeah. And then it just like starts.
Oh, I saw your thing out, dude. What was your story that you put out on Instagram?
Oh, I've got a couple of memes out, didn't I? Like waiting for the Mando end credit scene or.
Oh, dude. I know
that was definitely them going, we are not going to pander to you fans this time. We're not going to do it. No, we will do our own thing. And you'll like it.
Which in hindsight, to be fair, I don't think it necessarily needed an end credit scene. Boba Fett got one because there was little to say about like what the show was actually like the premise of that actual show. So it was a bit more closely tied. But in Ahsoka, I think, whilst being we assume roughly in the same timeline, or is at some point going to pick up from this timeline, I think there's enough general hype and stuff around it that that it didn't really need it.
Right now, it'd be cool.
It would. They've like I think was it Gaz said it or Simon said it, but they've almost soft rebooted it. So if they really did want to end it there, they could.
Yeah. Well, that is the thing, isn't it? You know, you could the whole Mandalorian story. And Tom, we won't be going on too long about Mandalorian because I know that Star Wars isn't necessarily your thing.
No, I'm all in about this. This is good.
That story of Mandalorian, his seasons, his episodes, and that could end there. It's kind of, that ending was so like, oh, I've done it now, I've made it. I mean, you take your helmet off, wouldn't you? You know, enjoy the sun rays and all that.
I was expecting. Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? It's like he was never there. But you know, it's just you sort of think, okay, do we need any more Mandalorian? What do you lot think? Do you think we need any more Mandalorian, or do you think, don't need any more Mandalorian? Let's just get on with the Ahsoka side of things and Rebels. And
We need more Pedro Pascal. That's what
do we? Do we, Doku? Carrie's even nodding up there. Carrie, are you a Pascal fan?
He's funny. I quite like him.
He's a little giggle. He is. What do you reckon, Nick? Would you?
I wouldn't mind more Mandalorian. He's probably going to show up in the Ahsoka show. Yeah. I think they're making that second movie, and I think it's supposed to be a conclusion to all the shows, right? The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Boba Fett. So he'll probably show up in there.
So is it? Hold on, I just had a finger. Is this now turning into like a Mando, Ahsoka verse, or something like that? Is this?
They call it like the Mandoverse or the Filoniverse, don't they? Of like what this kind of time period is.
But it's a very narrow time period, Tech, isn't it?
Well, it can go as far as the sequels, which is still another, in theory, 23 years from where.
That's a lot. That's a long time.
It's quite a big. Yeah, it's quite a big. They'll do like they'll do this like Imperial remnant thing turning into the First Order, and I imagine that at some point is where the cutoff will be somewhere probably like 5 years before the sequels. I would have thought.
Yeah, but at least we did learn more. I mean, there's certainly, Hux's father was there and stuff like that, which is quite cool, wasn't it? Cloning is a thing. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of stuff that's building in there quite nicely. Dare I say it? LucasArts, under Disney now anyway, do seem to have a bit of a plan, which is kind of quite assuring now that they have, because
see if they stick to it.
Yeah, and they stick to it, and they're using Rebels and so on and stuff like that. So who knows? We might even get some more characters come back. Darth Raven or something like that. I mean, is there ever a possibility for that? I know he's set way before, but they're doing all these.
Movie. Is that like is that not like the Acolyte timeline? Is that not?
It's got to be.
I really know very little about like Old Republic stuff, but I think
when is that show supposed to come?
Yeah, I don't know. So I think Skeleton Crew comes out after Ahsoka, and it's apparently meant to still be this year. And so I'm assuming Acolyte will be the first show next year. So probably like the Mando, like March kind of release time. I would assume.
Very cool. All right, very cool. Well, I asked a question a few moments ago. Do we think we even need any more Mando? And a few of you responded with yes, we definitely do. The likes of Lauren out there said yes, more Mando. And Fab saying I need more Mando as well. She goes, I still need to watch the last episode. But don't worry, we're not talking much more about it. Actually, we won't talk any more about it. We'll leave it up to Tech to talk about it on Sunday. We've got Showtime saying, yes, I want more Bo-Katan. Yeah, I like Bo-Katan. I think she's very good. Battlestar Galactica. Oh my god, I loved her in that, but I love her in this big time.
Starbucks.
Exactly. All of a sudden, I want a coffee. Skew says they could leave it there for a few years and revisit. I imagine the storyline will merge with the others. I want to know what sort of what transport he's going to go for. Is he going to go back to his old transporter, or is he going to stick with the M1 Starfighter? It's going to be interesting, because I think if he's going back to doing bounty hunting, I think he's going to need a bigger ship, don't you, Tech?
Yeah, bring the Razor Crest back.
That's it. And and he's tying in with the Rogue Squadron and stuff like that. I don't know. There's some good stuff. I mean, we got some cool new sets coming out. I got one question to ask about the Mando season and that, Tech, is that there's the new set coming out, which you can buy actually, by the way, folks, in I forget the name of the store. No, Target, Walmart. You can buy it in Walmart in America now. The what they called it? It's the it's the
TIE Fighter and TIE Interceptor and Fang.
Yeah, TIE Interceptor. Sorry, it's the Interceptor word I couldn't think of. That ship, was that ship even in Mandalorian this year?
Oh, so that was a bit of a, like, you can just about see it when they're like moving the fleet about. I think it would have been cool to have, like, because the interceptors and bombers, they went and like took out the cruiser and then they just kind of disappeared and you just didn't see anything else of them. No. So it'd have been nice to have seen like a bit of a fight in the sky, because they had like all the other stuff. They had the starfighters and the Fang fighters and stuff. So it would have been cool to see some. But I guess the budget.
They could have made it a bit longer. this one. I mean, it's like 40 minutes.
Oh no, it wasn't that. It was 32 minutes. I think it was.
It
I think it was
was
very short.
to see some of the fighting in the sky.
I watched Picard today, and I had to watch it in 2 sessions because it was an hour long. I was like, and it was really good. Like they had no budget. It was like the budget was immense for that, and I thought the budget was really good for Mando as well. We got something like R5. I thought that was quite cool. That made me laugh actually. The R5 stuff.
Oh yeah.
The mouse droid stuff.
The mouse droids, you're ganging up on him.
It's so like Star Wars, but I did like it a lot. Like it was very good.
Wars,
It was kind of like, oh yeah, that's Star Wars. That's kind of like, the old Star Wars, and you kind of like it. So
R2.
it was good. I enjoyed that.
You see him go off, and you're like, oh god, he's gonna get some of those the Beskar trooper things, and then they come back with just 5 mouse droids.
And then it just rolls off at the end.
One of them rolls off the end. What was that all about? I mean, who was controlling him? Do you know what I mean? Sack them straight away. But that was quite funny. And what was the thing I found a bit odd about that was when he came down, he landed, and he'd been flying, and then he decided to then look over the edge. I was like, you were just up in the air, up there. What's that with you? Don't be afraid of heights now. Anyway, I tell you what we'll take a look at. Let's have a look at this because it was only about an hour before the stream started. This story broke, folks. That we're getting ourselves this as a gift with purchase. This is official now, folks. I don't really do leaks, you know that. What do we think about this?
What is that picture?
It is.
It is the Death Star. Yeah,
round thing.
I thought it was
the Death Star of the moon. So, what do we reckon of this as a gift we purchased? Tom, I'm going to ask you first because you're not a massive Star Wars fan, but I mean, if you go in and buy some Star Wars Lego and you spend, I think it's £40 to get this, folks. They offer you this, you're going to just take it, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'd take it. I wouldn't send it back to them, but I don't really like. I'm not going after gifts with purchases that aren't Lego. Do you know what I mean? Like the coins 100%. Never grabbed me, and that comforter, the blanket that they sent out for a while, like
it's like
that wasn't
3.
You have 3. Well, I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone, but I just want more Lego. So make
I
the
do
gifts
as well.
Lego, please.
It's kind of okay, but it doesn't really float my boat, in all honesty. And I want to know what you lot out there think about this as well.
But you don't. I saw a couple of pictures a couple of days ago, and about it, and I like to imagine more than you can see right now. I hope that it is transparent so that you maybe can light it, and then that you can do cool things with it. I'm not into coins.
Well, that's just like a coin holder. That is, in the coin you've got on the left-hand side of it there.
I had thought that that it's transparent and that you then can put maybe lights behind it.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a glass, like a
trans blue sort of color.
Yeah,
that's a blueprint picture. That is.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, and it's got Lego design into it. There look like a few 1x1s in there and stuff like that. But yeah, I think I don't know if I get this one, I might sort of think, I don't know, I might just sell it on or something like that. I don't collect anything like this. Actually, I could give it to my wife's dad because he collects coins, but I don't think this has got any monetary sort of thing onto it, so maybe not. It doesn't count. Kerry, you're a big Star Wars fan. You're a big Harry Potter fan, but Harry Potter doesn't do much these days.
Harry Potter, Lego, Star Wars, Star Wars, and I have 2 big collections in my house. One is Lego, and the other one is coins. I'm very excited about this. I can't wait.
Really? So you're into coins?
I'm a massive coin collector. Yeah.
Where does this come from?
So basically, another hobby that I have is geocaching, and with geocaching comes geocoins, and I'm going to go and grab you some geocoins in a minute because I used to, not at the minute, but I always have a massive May the 4th event that I put on.
Yeah.
And I did used to always produce a coin with it, a geocoin, based on Star Wars, and we called it Cash Wars. So I've got a lot of those, and I can't wait for this. And I'm so glad it's at £40 because I'm actually even thinking now of splitting my orders so I can get more.
Ooh, too.
So you've got to think up a strategy how you're going to do it.
Yeah,
well, yeah, I mean,
I only need one, to be fair, because I'm probably going to put it all together and get the other one. So I'll probably sell the other gift with purchase. I might keep it. I'm not sure.
Well, I really like the Beskar armor, the key ring. I'm not really into key rings, but I kept the Beskar armor. That was a really nice one. Shy Time says the blanket is super soft and cozy. Comes in handy with the kids.
Oh, the blanket's lovely. It's so.
What a man are you, Shy? I thought he was in the army.
I have a whole bunch here.
I want this one. I've only got
My
the blue
word.
one.
Hold on. It's not too much of a good thing.
Actually, I have 4 because I have 3 that are packed, and then my kid is using the one upstairs.
If anybody,
Plus, I have the old one.
Break out in case of emergency.
Yeah, but if anybody in the UK has got a spare one of those blankets, the red ones, I really want one. I've got the blue. I've got 2
They're
of the
cozy.
blue ones. One's for my cat. They love it. They love it so much. Then one's for me. And then
I want it for me cat.
They love it. They pulled
so
it.
weird.
They've pulled it, but it's so comfy. But there's the best car.
But the Brickstar says the Lego Star Wars GWPs, that's gift with purchase to you lot out there. This year are terrible. I tell you what wouldn't be a terrible thing, folks. If you do me a little favour and give us the stream a thumbs up, I just sort of shoehorning that one in there. Coins and grey tennis balls. Ouch. I don't know. I quite like the potential of getting the Death Star because is it cast as MIDI scale? I don't know. Nick, have you seen any potential pictures of a potential Death Star coming to us as a gift with purchase?
They have one. They showed the
it's not officially set out there yet, Nick. So everything's potential at the moment. British laws and stuff like that.
It looks like a golf ball on a tee. But
yeah, he's like, "What are you talking about? There's one out there already." It was like, "Yeah, I know, but it's not official."
I think I saw it on a couple of Brickheads yesterday. They were showing it.
Yeah, they did as well. And there's HD pictures of them everywhere at the moment, folks. I think it's all right. Is that classed as MIDI scale though? Is that a MIDI scale?
Maybe a micro. I think it's micro.
Yeah, but I don't know really what the difference between MIDI and micro
I think
scale is.
It's smaller than micro. Because the Death Star is supposed to be super.
No, MIDI's not small. MIDI. Ian, no. Ian, MIDI on micro. What's the smallest?
It's like nanos.
I don't know. I mean, MIDI isn't really in the same scale when you're talking about mini. Like you've got micro and nano and pico and exo. MIDI just isn't in that scale anywhere. So it's a weird naming convention.
Okay, all right. It is, yeah. What is it? Maybe it's an acronym of some sort, even though acronyms are normally 3-letter words, but there we go. Maybe it's an EATLA. I think that's what they call them, isn't it? 4-letter acronyms? They're called EATLAs. I can't remember what that acronym stands for. Yeah, extended something or other, 3-letter words or something like that it stands for. Check it out, folks. It is a thing, I promise you. EATLA. It's a thing. Greg, I do Wordle. I know what I'm talking about.
Greg, how would you compare it to last year's? To Aunt Bruce's kitchen?
Oh, Aunt Bruce's kitchen smells better. All I want, I call me old-fashioned, right? But all I want is a minifigure. That's it. End of story. And I think 90% of the Star Wars fans out there, and I'll ACOB, they're the same. M&R Productions, he's the same. They just wanted some sort of more exclusive figure, and I think Aunt Bruce's
it's like the good old days.
Yeah, right. It's just that's what I thought of. Last year, everyone wanted a minifigure, and we got Aunt Bru in her kitchen, and we mourned about it. And this year, we are happy to get micro, nano scale Death Star without any minifigure.
I don't know how many people moaned about it. The people that moaned about it were just a bit surprised that they got that as the exclusive minifigure. But it was Star Wars. It was an exclusive minifigure. So you just take it. Because what happens then, as soon as you get the minifigure that's exclusive to that 1 year, it then goes into the league of exclusive minifigures for May the 4th. And then then it's a case of, how well does it scale up against everything else? It just wouldn't have been everyone's choice. But, Galen Urso, please, Lego, if you're listening to me, and I know you do from time to time, can you please give us a Galen Urso? That's all I want. And then I'm a made man. It's a thing. It really is, folks. Yeah. But anyway, look, but that's the thing, you see. That is the beauty of us, different people being into Lego. You got the likes of Kerry, who are into coins as well. So she's happy as Larry. I bet she couldn't believe it when she saw that.
I was so excited. I was like, oh my God. But
I think.
speaking of coins, there's one there. But that's a wooden coin.
Well, show us that then. What sort of coin is that? Is that a Bitcoin or something?
It's a wooden geocaching coin, and I can't show it because it's got. I can do a little.
If you can't show us it, what has it got?
It's got my geocaching name on it, and I don't want you to track me. So.
Oh, okay. I don't want to track you. Is that meant to be you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Actually.
Is that timber?
Is it who? Sorry.
Is it made out of wood? It looks.
It's made out, that's a wood coin. Yeah.
Yeah. 2016.
Oh,
yeah, that's an old one. That one is. That's my first wooden coin that I made. And then I've just got. Obviously, I've got the. I've just crushed my.
Yes.
I agree, Lester. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. I tell you what, that pirate one. The amount of people that are going absolutely crazy over those is unreal.
I went nuts over it because I missed it. Like the first coin to grab was so easy to get. The second coin was like, oh, I had to rush for that. And then the third one, it was like, what just happened?
I tell you, the one I went nuts about was Ulysses. Was it Ulysses?
Yeah.
What a waste of time that was. It was a joke.
The whole system just crashed, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's KO's bedtime. He's off to sleep. Night, KO. We got Fab Blondie's out there too. She's saying agree. One brick stud. What's one brick stud saying? He goes nothing beats Harry Potter's gift with purchases. Don't know.
Because it's Lego.
Okay, do you know what? A few months ago, and it was a few months ago now. Do you like Harry Potter at all, Tom? Are you a Harry Potter fan?
Yeah, not really. Sorry.
I'm not a big Harry Potter fan.
I'm even a
What
school
is he
teacher.
into?
I'm a school teacher, and everyone said, "Oh, you've got to read the Harry Potter books if you're going to be a school teacher." I've coasted by without reading any Harry. I've seen the movies.
Yeah. Okay. What do you teach out of curiosity? I'm curious.
At the moment, I'm the PE teacher. I'm the sport teacher. But
you're the sport
that's only
teacher.
for the past couple of years. Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. Have you got a six-pack? You've got a six-pack.
Oh, I've got a six-pack in the fridge.
Hey! There we go. Straight in there. There's my kind of PE teacher. There we go. He goes down the gym. I tell you what machine he uses down the gym, folks. He uses the old vendor machine. That's my favorite one. Bricklink says, "Yep, I do start work at 12, so I may just get there first thing. But there will be a small window to get back to. I'm day one, folks. Day one, I'm getting the X-Wing, and I'll be streaming it. Don't worry about that. And then I think it's May the 6th, Coronation Day, by the way. Our king gets crowned. I'm going to be streaming on that day as well because that's my YouTube anniversary stream with my good friend Brick Hive as well.
Are you
and I'll
watching the coronation?
Well, no, I'll watch the highlights of it. I'll watch it live in here, but I'm going to be streaming at the same time as well.
I will be watching the coronation.
No, I'm going to enjoy the coronation, but the coronation's only like an hour and a half long, so I will be streaming on that day, folks. I've got too much holiday around that time, so that is my only time I can stream. So you'll have to pardon me there, the king. And he didn't invite me anyway, so that matter. And the festivities are the next day, and the day after that is literally that day is the crown.
It's my 29th anniversary. No, it's not. It's my 19th anniversary. Yeah.
19th and 29th. Blimey, there's a big difference there.
That's a big difference there.
It's only a decade, Terry. Blimey.
It feels like a decade.
So we've been together for 28 years. Let me work that out. It might be a little bit less, and we've been married for less than 10 of those. So
okay.
So yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. It's the 28th anniversary. Got married in 2005.
There you go, 2005.
All those
18th anniversary.
Yeah, trying to figure it out. So
welcome to the reminisce stream with Kerry, Bricklink. All right, good stuff. So, Tom, did you think you'd be like, if you get it as a freebie, you just take it. You're not going to give it back or anything like that, are you? Let's face it.
No, I won't give it back. I don't sell much. I'm not really a seller. I just collect it all. So yeah.
You're gonna toss it in the cupboard.
Yeah,
toss it in the drawer.
That's where I've just
it's small and probably find some space on the shelf.
Exactly. What about Carrie and Ian? Are you going to be buying anything on May the 1st? I know you guys don't really do Star Wars, so May the 1st isn't really a thing for you guys, or am I wrong?
No. I'm assuming you have to spend on Star Wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I doubt we'll be getting it.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Tech, are you still there? I need your thoughts on this. Oh, he's not there. Where's he gone? He got stuck down the plug or something.
He
like
unmuted.
that. Oh, there he is. Tech. So,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts on this coin?
I can't be asked. Who asked for this? Honestly, are they not doing the polybag for 40? Are you sure this is definitely a £40 threshold?
I think it is. I think
this
it's
that might be
40.
80 actually.
Yeah, I think it's usually the
Yeah.
polybag.
The middle
they do
one.
the X-wing polybag for 40.
Oh, okay. Well, I could be wrong.
About 80. But it's like they know people are going to end up spending for the Death Star anyway, so let's just put out something as cheap as possible that people are going to get thrown in. Like, yeah, I'm with Tom. I would like physical Lego, whether that be a figure or like a little build or something. I would just rather that than the coin. Like, I don't really care for it.
Yeah, I agree. It's like a thing. If I can get 20 quid for it on eBay, I'll sell it for 20 quid on eBay. To be honest,
Make a pin on the back though. Text all over it.
Oh yeah, then I'd be buying it in it.
Oh yeah, good idea actually. Yeah, put a little safety pin on it. I'll send them a picture. I say, look, I've soldered this onto it. I made a pin. Fat Blondie says, little old lady. No, that would be silly because I live in the US. Says Simon. Simon then also goes on to say, Fat Blondie's bricks, but the Americans will be more likely to throw street parties than the Brits. No way, man. We've got street parties over here. Yeah, as long as you get your permit, of course, unless you live in a private road. Just saying. I would be saving for the new Ninjago Market City set out.
I want to see this. I want to see that.
Yeah, I mean, how the
On
people?
Instagram.
I can only imagine it's Lego that's leaking these pictures because they're so blurry, they're so ridiculously blurry. How do you take a picture like it? I don't know. Unless you're using something like
it's a skill to take those blurry pictures.
It's a filter. That's what it is.
Must
It
be a
has to
skill.
be a filter. Yeah, it has to be a filter. But it does look quite big, and from what I can see, it's okay. It looks a bit tech. It looks to me, of course, we're just theorizing here, folks. But it does look. It's got a lot of Monkey Kid pictures, like colors in it as well.
Well, yeah, it's just like Asian, Chinese inspired, isn't it?
I suppose it is.
Yeah.
I suppose it is. I tell you what we look at next. Then we'll have. What do we think then? Don't forget, folks, to survey. Let's have a look at these new Sonic the Hedgehog sets, shall we?
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know why, but why is it we get minifigures via Sonic the Hedgehog, but we don't get it for Mario? I mean,
but they are expensive, aren't they? Because it's a 95 pound set. And from the picture, it doesn't look that you get much for it.
Nah.
Yeah, how many pieces is that?
Atrocious.
It's like 100 pieces.
It's 800 pieces. So for £95, 800 pieces.
Is that 800 pieces? Wow.
Are you mad?
800.
Must be like little pieces.
Where?
Yeah, so there's like the brick built animals, they take quite a lot. So you've got like the fish and stuff. Okay. And then I'm guessing there's quite a lot of small bits to support the wheel. There'll be a lot of pins in there holding the wheel together.
There is. There are little pins.
Oh no! Look, look. You can see they've padded out with hot dogs and mustard. That's a joke. Like that's not cool, Lego.
So is that like the what are they called? The little bikes, the stunts. Is that like a stunts wheel?
He's kind of like stunts, but
the ramps are definitely stunts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Sonic goes. That's cool. Oh, you pump it out.
See, I quite like it. I'm not saying it's good value for money. I'm not saying it's necessarily better than Mario, but it is. What I am saying is though that at least this is Sonic and it's in brick form. So I don't really know how they could have done it any better, really. I don't know.
I want to see a video of it actually.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how practical that, like, is that wheel actually, or is the ball actually going to go around that loop? How well is that going to work?
Yeah.
I'm quite.
I think it could work quite well. You know.
Surely.
I mean, I don't know.
It looks like it's falling off already.
I don't know. I think we should do like a competition tech who can punch it the furthest away or something. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think it looks really fun. I think if like in terms of play sets, like I think it's really good. I think the price is a little bit stretching it, but then that's like everything with Lego these days, I guess. I'm not sure I see £95 of a value there. But the figures are really cool. That Eggman is so cool.
He is pretty good, man.
yeah.
I mean, what?
He's
And
better than the brick built one.
I don't get what he is, right? Because he's not a big fig, and he's obviously not a mini fig. So
He's like a
what is it?
Hagrid.
It's like a
What?
Hagrid-esque mold. Yeah. He's just really cool. I'm a big fan.
Like he does look quite cool. Like if you like looking at this, right? Take away what he's sitting in, because obviously it's some sort of Lego mech. You wouldn't even think that was a Lego figure. Like someone said to you, "Oh, this is another brand or something." You'd be like, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah." It just looks kind of weird, man. But I kind of like it at the same time. It's different, but at least it's more to me. This is a lot more interesting than hello Mario and all this sort of thing that we were getting before. It's just like
the blocky guys.
It was, and we got a film out. What is all that about? We got a Mario film out. Where's the Mario Lego set? Doesn't make sense, does it? That's what makes me think maybe the partnership isn't as rosy as what we think. I don't know. Any thoughts on that, Brickbods?
I quite like the little animal things in the underneath. I don't know. Yeah, whatever the tiny things are. Do they fly about? Like, are they part of the play mechanic?
I don't think they're part of the mechanic.
No, not these ones. The even smaller ones.
The cute little animals.
No.
In this set.
Yeah, you see underneath Dr. Robotnik or whatever his name is, he's got some like little animals in the trough thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Little birds.
You can just see their heads poking.
They're really
out.
cute.
There's a pig and a couple of birds, and I think something else as well.
Yeah,
They're quite
the
cool.
blue one looks cute.
Chipmunk or something.
Yeah.
That's my favourite.
I think it's interesting that they've made him.
I only know Sonic. Don't know the name of the characters. I remember there was another one called Knuckles, but that was in Tails. Yeah, is Tails his girlfriend or something?
No, Tails is.
Tails is the yellow one, right?
Yeah, sort of brownie.
Yeah, and that's Amy. Is it?
Yeah, Amy.
Yeah.
Pink one's Amy.
Yeah.
What do we
It's
think of this?
interesting that they've made him a minifig when they did this one in the actual thing set. So
Oh, hold
he
on.
wasn't a minifig.
Yeah, he was a brick built then, but that was the feedback on that though, wasn't he? He needed to have been a bit.
He needed to be a bit of a figure, but that looks.
I mean, he looks nuts there, doesn't he? He looks like he's.
A bit random. Yeah.
He does look a bit random, but it's all right though, is it? You can kind of see it.
Yeah,
but
it's all right. Yeah, you know who he is. And stuff,
the figure of him, I mean, that's quite cool. I like it. It's something. There's something a bit psychedelic and Beatles about it, almost, isn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Do you know what I mean?
Is that the same? Oh, that's a Winky Eye Sonic.
Yeah. I mean, that fish looks bizarre. But anyway, let's have a look at some of the other sets that they've got out there then for these. But yeah, this is this particular one anyway. Set 76994, 802 pieces and 9 characters and accessories. It's got Sonic, Amy. Oh god, look at this for a name: Flicky, Becky, Pokey, Becky, Dr.
Pocky.
Eggman. What is it? It's Becky, isn't it?
Pocky and Pecky.
Pocky and Pecky.
Yeah.
No, who thought of them names?
Twister.
Yeah, it's good though. Pocky and Pecky. I like that. I think this is the biggest set, isn't it? This particular one.
Yeah.
We've got not that Sam Smith out there as well. Howdy, mate. How you doing? Have you recovered from Tex Vlogs?
Hi, Sam.
Just wondering. Last time I saw Sam, he was on the floor in the kitchen in a B&B. Just saying. Is that 4 series, that vlog, Tech?
4-parter.
It's a 4-parter. Blimey. Okay, so let's go back to this. Let's search for some more Sonic stuff. Is it just out of curiosity? Are these sets compatible with this one, the Green Hill Zone, from Lego Ideas? Because you must have this one, Terry.
Yeah, I don't think so. No, it's
That's a completely different style.
yeah, it's a different style, and I mean the Lego Ideas one is really brick built, like the circle. So that first set is basically the Lego Ideas set, but that's brick built, whereas that's not.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. So we won't have a look at that. This one looks quite nice. It's got an airplane in it, like airplanes. What do we think of this? Anyone got any thoughts on this?
It looks like
That's a cool airplane build.
4+ set.
We're getting a lot of good 4+ sets. It's all right, though, isn't it? It's an airplane. At least you could use that in the city of some sort. You've got the yellow
6+.
rings.
But how do you play with this one? Is it the same sort of launching thing, and you just add it
throw
on?
it across the room.
knock over the rings.
Yeah.
Well, you got a different Sonic in this one. This one is winking.
No, I think the other one was winky too.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah.
But you got that funny little bird. Is that a new element, Ian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's new.
Yeah. Same as Bucky and Chucky and whatever they
Yeah.
are.
Vicky and Pocky and Mickey and Smocky.
And what's that meant to be?
What's going on there?
Yeah, what is going on there with that third one?
Isn't that like it's
Like a mixel.
What's between
a
his legs?
hornet essentially, like a big hornet that flies? So that's the stinger at the bottom.
Oh, that's what.
Oh, that's what it is. A
Right.
stinger.
Yeah. I don't know what you were thinking it was.
I wasn't thinking it was.
I know what
The stinger's on the wrong side.
I wasn't thinking it was a stinger. Put it that way. Just saying. No, it's all right. It's kind of like the least fun set, I guess. It's like some sort of garage or something. Let's have a look at number one, shall we?
How much was the price on that one? 30. Oh, man.
See this particular one's 37. This is quite expensive. This one, Tech. I think this is way expensive.
The problem with these sets is that the pieces aren't going to be particularly sought after. So Bricklink prices mean, or like when people price this out, when Bricklink has priced this out or part this out, sorry, the minifigures are going to be so expensive because they're going to struggle to sell the pieces that come along with it. That's the thing.
Yeah, right. You're talking of expensive minifigures, right? I forget the same it came in now. What was it the Armorer, isn't it?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, right? I can't find him there.
Just put Forge, Mandalorian Forge.
Also, oh, it's not there.
Go back up. Oh no, it's out of stock now, isn't it? So it'll be right at the bottom. It's out of sale.
Oh, is it? Oh, let's see if I can put it in some sort of order.
Yeah, it's on the set number.
Oh yeah, please, mate, if you know it.
I don't know it, but I can Google it.
Thank you, mate. BFabs out there says, I'm still shocked we are getting new Sonic sets when there's no new movie coming out. I think they did. I think they said that there was a Knuckles movie coming out, BFab, but it was kind of a bit of an afterthought.
75319.
So here's the thing. Spoiler alert, folks. Spoiler alert. Paz Vizsla. Right, because I'm quite lucky. I don't start work until 8:30. So I always get a point of actually seeing Mando before 8 o'clock. I normally drops about 8 o'clock. And anyway, Paz Vizsla got done over by about 3 Praetorian guards. And I was like, I think he only comes in one set. I think I'm going to buy some more of him. So anyway, I bought a couple more of him. I think he was like somewhere between 16 and 20 pounds. Right? Bloody hell, I had a look like 2 days ago. And it was 55 quid was the cheapest you could get him for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. The set's only 50 quid. It was only 20. How much was the set? Not that
25 or 27 or 28 pound. I think it went up to.
Yeah, it's a cheap little set.
It was
a nice little set.
It's exclusive as well, so it was actually quite hard to get hold of.
Oh, was it?
I'm looking at one on Facebook, eBay at the minute, and it's like £57, and it's got 17 hours still to go.
Well, I tell you what, right? It's totally worth it because the Paz Vizsla figure alone will make that money back practically. Until they come out with, oh, look at that though! You got that piece in it as well. That's a pretty exclusive element, isn't it, Tech?
Yeah, I think they come only in that set. You also get the blank Mando Beskar helmet, which is quite cool.
Is there?
No printing.
Oh yeah, I can see it there. Corner. Yeah, there it is. There, that's quite cool. I might build that. Tomorrow. I'm streaming. Lego Danny Bob's doing a 100,000 special stream tomorrow, folks. Celebratory stream, and I said I'll pop on for an hour or so. I might build that one. I think I might be able to build that in an hour. Who knows?
If you want that Paz Vizsla figure, they will do the Armorer again, and then when they re-release the Armorer, the price of Paz Vizsla will shoot up because he's then the only part of the set that's desirable. So, like, if you want Paz Vizsla, I know it sounds expensive, but do it now because they will release the Armorer again.
Because who was the other Vizsla? Who was the other Vizsla that came out? I've got him. Yeah. Pre-Vizsla. It makes sense. He came out before him. There was in the name. Do you know what I mean? That's called word association. Thank God that they name him like that. But no, seriously though.
And that's right. That's another thing that annoyed me as well.
Oh, what's that annoyed? Kerry's getting so annoyed tonight,
No,
isn't she?
No, right. So why is he called Din Grogu and not Grogu Jarin?
Because some cultures
have it's reverse.
Yeah,
Vizsla, pre-Vizsla, Bo
yeah, but
Katan,
Din Djarin's not Mandalorian at birth, so it's likely that his.
But they named him, so they could have named him whatever.
It's just a name, innit? It's like a word. It's just made up. It doesn't really matter.
It's just
You know, he's basically Grogu's turning into the Mandalorian. That's what the whole thing's about.
He was always the Mandalorian, wasn't he? Really?
Well,
maybe Paz and Pre aren't related. Maybe they're just both named John.
They are. Oh, Vizsla.
Okay, then so his son's called Ragnar Vizsla.
Oh, well, that shoots me out.
There you go.
She's a smart one, she is. We've got Bricky TY out there. Says, good evening, Greg. London Bridge Bricks, that's me. Hope you're well. Good evening to the awesome panel and all you lovely peeps in chat land. Thank you, mate. Great to have you here. It really is. Don't forget, folks, if you just tuned in, do us a little favour, give us a thumbs up because it really does help the channel. It doesn't cost you anything neither. And do check out everybody who's in the channel tonight, including the Brickbods, Tom Scott, Kerry /BrickPicks, Nick, in brackets, Brick Adjuster, Lady McBrick, and of course, Tech. This is the way, folks. This is the way. I tell you what, Tech, though, I was the set that I wanted to get, which was the Starfighter, Bo-Katan Starfighter, I think it was.
Yeah, Mandalorian Starfighter, yeah.
The Mandalorian. Let's have a look at that then, shall we? Let's do that. Mandalorian. Yeah, so I need to get that because do you know what? I saw it on your vlog. And there's a guy said it for £100, which I can't believe because that seemed quite cheap to me.
It's actually quite reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, I thought, blimey, that's good. I wish I'd known. I would have bought it. But obviously, it's not there.
You can get it for about 70, 80 on eBay still.
Yeah, because that is better than that one that's coming out, isn't it? Let's face it. It really is. That one coming out doesn't turn or anything. It's static. But we got some more. We got some more pictures. I noticed on here of this set. I think this is all right, actually.
I actually really like this. I think this is one of the best microfighters that they've done.
Yeah, 100% it is. And I've just reminded myself I've got the Ghost microfighter as well.
I'll
have to build that one day soon. Jump on that old bandwagon. I think this looks good. I like that you got plenty of grey in it, obviously, with Star Wars, but you got little hints of yellow accents as well. Quite like that. What do you reckon?
Remember if I've got that.
What, the original one?
Yeah, I can't remember if I've got it or not. I just pick up microfighters to add to it and then I just stick them down. I couldn't remember. I've got the Ghost down there. I've forgotten about that as well. That's down there. That's already built. And I'm like, have I got that? Yeah, and I just look down, but like, there's little boxes everywhere that I just, when you just throw things on as extra. And I can't remember if
Kerry, do you not catalogue everything you buy?
No.
Oh, you don't?
I buy things twice all the time. I've just found another sand brickheads. A sand. I'll get it in a minute. One of these. Just found two of those.
Tusken Raider.
A Tusken Raider brickhead.
Only come out in January.
Yeah,
yeah, I've ended up getting two because I just picked them up. I picked them. Yeah, I know. Crazy.
Well, I'm curious. Let me go around the panel asking them then if they actually catalogue what they've got, because you can use Brickset as well. So let's go right to the other end. Throw it right out to the other end. Tech, do you catalogue all the sets that you buy, and maybe how much you buy them for as well?
I do for investment stuff, less so. I started, I think I've got pretty much most of a brick set from maybe I don't think I've added to it in like a year. In terms of sets, I don't think I've bought that many in the last year anyway that weren't investment stuff. So yeah, investment stuff definitely. And then I've got like a pretty up-to-date brick set, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. BFab out there, he's saying Brickset is the only reason I know what I have or I don't. Because they do a very easy way of keeping track of what you've got. I personally do, but I don't use Brickset. But great idea though, if you're just getting into it.
What do you use, Excel?
Yeah.
I was joking.
That's what I don't do it. Jimmy use Excel. I do love a pivot table. What about you, Lady McBrick? Do you keep a catalogue of everything you buy?
And not on everything. I don't really think that I always think of it, but most of my stuff is put in BrickSet, but only the sets, not the pieces.
Yeah.
It's just a basic overview of the things that I have.
I genuinely tried to do bricks at one time, and I was just like, I haven't got enough. I need like 50-hour days to do that.
Yeah.
I just haven't got enough time to live. But I do know people that do it. What about you, Nick? You got a lot of Lego. Do you actually catalogue everything you buy?
I do. Except I think like the last order I did, I still have to put that in. But yeah, ever since I started, I just put it into BrickSet.
Okay, good stuff. What about you, Kerry? I take it you don't.
So I used to. Most of it was in there, and then when I started to sell, I didn't take it out, and then I was like, oh, I don't know what's going off now because I sold a big chunk and then forgot to take it out. So I have been through some of it and taken it out, but then I don't generally tend to put duplicate sets in, and I don't want to look at the cost as well.
Oh no, I want to see the cost.
Yeah, it shows that too.
Yeah, no, definitely. What about you, Tom? I mean, you build a lot of your own stuff, you mock a lot of your own stuff, but do you actually catalog the sets that you get as well?
When I learned about BrickSet, maybe a year and a half ago, and sat down and put everything in. I got all the old catalogs from when I was a kid, like my parents kept instructions, so I had all those, and I put them all in, and I thought I'm going to do this for every order, and a couple of orders after I did it, updated it, and then I just haven't looked at it again. It's it took hours and for nothing. I've definitely shifted away from sets. Like I'll get sets that have things that I really want to incorporate in builds, but most things have just been parted out to build stuff for shows these days.
How do you get a lot of your inventory? Bricklink also, or just from sets?
The bulk of it is pick brick walls, and I'll tend to build leaning towards the things that I've been able to get a lot of, and then anything specific is Bricklink. Because in Australia, it takes a couple of months to get the online Lego pick-a-brick stuff.
Oh wow!
Really?
Does it? So by the time
why?
You get it,
why though? Because that's a massive disadvantage, isn't it?
Yeah, it takes forever.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah, postage in Australia is not super speedy.
No. Okay, I will say this right. The post in this country is actually quite good, I would say. But then we seem to have 1 billion couriers as well. We do though. You look at Parcel to Go or something like that, and it's like, blimey, you got anywhere between FedEx, UPS, DPD, all sorts of stuff that we haven't even heard of. But yeah, it is a kind of a strange one, but it is quite useful. But then tech, right? We got something posted, didn't we, to you from Singapore?
Mate, I can't believe how quick that showed up.
It was 24 hours or something.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I was like, all right, I was like, pay for that. Okay, cool. I'll see that in a couple of months. That's fine. It wasn't in a rush for it. And it was like the next day. I was like, because I had to go. I think I had to go pick it up from the post office.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what I've ordered from abroad because I had at that point hadn't ordered anything for quite a while. I was like, I don't know what this is. Yeah, and it comes on the next day. I was like, wow.
It was crazy, folks. Obviously, thousands of miles, and we got it off I think it was a kind of a Singaporean version of eBay.
Yeah.
But my friend who lives out there, funny enough, I had lunch with earlier on this week. He's fly by it, and anyway, so we got it, and he received it, and he posted it on. It was just, it was like 24. I was like, cannot believe it. But do you know what? I got I posted something out to Australia. And I think it was Snelena, and she got it within 48 hours, like really quick. So, blimey, I wouldn't even mind being on that plane or whatever it was that got it out of there. That's quite fast just to get to Australia. But okay, so let's get. We got to the brick bods.
Wait, you're not going to tell us what you got from Singapore?
Oh, so it was when Monkey Kid first got released, they had some exclusive promos out there.
Yeah.
And you know the storage heads that you can get? They're like Lego minifigure storage heads.
Yeah.
They did an exclusive Monkey Kid one, so I saw those and I got those. But yeah, they're really cool. I love them so much.
So what is it? Monkey King? Monkey Kid?
Monkey Kid is the theme.
Monkey Kid's the theme.
And then Monkey King is also one of the characters.
So is it a Monkey King brick sorter?
It's just the storage heads. I'll send Greg a picture and see if I can find it.
So ping it my way. But yeah, it's just like the big heads, but
It's like the yellow.
But yeah, and the thing is, right, we've only had one wave this year, haven't we, Tech, of Monkey Kid?
We have thus far 3 sets. Was it in January? They'll probably do a bigger wave.
And they were really good sets. So like all the Monkey Kid stuff is top notch. I think one of them was the Ultimate Warrior mech, if I remember rightly.
Yep, I got that.
Which looks amazing. Which I might get one day. I don't know. It's just I got the other one. So Tex just sent it to me. I have to refresh them. There we go. Have you sent it to me on Instagram?
I put the link.
Oh, he's put it in private chat. Let's have a look at that then, shall we? Let's click on that.
And I got the brick that come with it as well. I thought I was just buying the head, but it also I opened the box up and it had the exclusive printed brick in there as well. So I was like, yes.
Okay. You should be able to see that about now.
Oh, that's cool.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's a one brick inside a polybag?
So the brick on the right hand side, it's got like I Love Monkey Kid on one side, and then I can't remember if it's just got the Monkey Kid logo or the Lego logo on the other side. I ended up with about 3 of those because I bought 2 of the heads because it's reversible. So I wanted to display it like one round either way. And then both of them come with a brick, and then I'd already managed to buy a brick. I can't remember where, just off Bricklink somewhere, I think. There's some insanely cool Monkey Kid promos. There's like this box, and it just has a polybag and some cards in it, but you fold it open and it's like a pop-up book. I'll send you a picture. It's so cool.
So these only came out in Asia.
Yeah, a lot of the Monkey Kid promos they pushed just in Asia to when they launched the theme. They haven't done too many recently, I don't think. Like Monkey Kid specific promos. I think the
2020.
Were they at first only going to release it in Asia, or is that the Chinese New Year sets I'm thinking of?
The Chinese New Year sets originally were just in Asia, but then a lot of people were like, they really wanted them. Monkey Kid at one point, I think it didn't do too well to start with, and then they were like pulling it back, and they weren't putting it into physical Lego stores as much, and was just going to sell it online. But it's managed to make its way back into the stores, so it must be doing something right.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It did. Yeah, the sets, Tom. Honestly, do check them out. They're brilliant. We even did a London Tech once, which is where we do a live stream building the sets, and then we do a review of them. We do them together, me and Tech, and we did one. It was the. In fact, you'll definitely know about this one, Tom, and I'd highly recommend it if you haven't got it. It's the Ninjago bounty.
Destiny's Bounty?
The Destiny's Bounty. Yeah, from the movie, which was...
Yeah, that's down the end. That's my favorite set ever.
Dude, I love it. Like, when I built it, I was like, my God, this is like a little mini masterpiece. And it was that versus the Monkey Kid Secret HQ, which is also on a boat. It's just like an old tug.
Yeah, you have that. I saw that on your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I've used one of the shipping containers and heaps of the stickers for the junkyard.
There you go. There you go. But you know what? The weird thing is, in my mind, the Ninjago shit was 10 times better. But actually, by the time we'd actually reviewed it objectively as well, I might add, it actually turned out they were both as good as each other. They really were. Brickbods, do you guys collect the Monkey Kid stuff?
We have a few Monkey Kids.
Yeah, the ones that go in the city we do, but we don't do mechs and things.
I've done a couple of things whereby I do want mechs to be in my city, which is kind of exciting. But yeah, I'm kind of still working out who I want the villains of my city to be. I need to sort of do a little narrative on that.
You need to do Bowser versus the Monkey Kid mech.
Oh dear, dude! I got to be honest. I really like that Bowser. And I think Zavi might even have it in a sow at the moment. I've seen a few places doing it recently.
It's gone down as low as 130 before. Yeah. Yes. And so if I can get it, I don't know if it'll quite go that low again now the movie's come out and like Jack Black's been very popular as Bowser. So if I can get it for 150, I think I'd pick it up around that.
If you ever see it for that, let me know, Ted.
Yeah, I will do.
Because I'm definitely on the hunt for that.
Yeah.
That could even be worst case scenario. I'll get it on Black Friday this year, which I can't believe we're talking about that already. But anyway, it is a thing.
That box is in the private chat, Greg. That other gift for purchase.
Oh, the other gift for purchase. Let's take a look at that one. Oh, it's loading up.
Oh, and I forgot they did Monkey Kid pins as well. Of course, I got those.
No way. Did they really?
Of course.
Yeah. I can't believe that. All right, let's get that going. Here we go. It should load up. Just accept that. Oh, the brick post. I've been here for a while. Do check them out, folks. Though they do. Some
it pops up.
Yeah.
There we go.
Make
the picture a bit bigger, Greg. Though.
Let's see if we can, folks. Let's see if we can. Oh, there we go. That's quite big.
Oh.
It's a proper premium gift for purchase, and like we get over in
seen that.
May 4th, we get a bloody Death Star coin. Fantastic.
What's that box made out of?
That's beautiful, though.
Is that just cardboard or plastic?
It is just cardboard, but you pull the drawer out, and it's like velvet with this with these cards and this bag. Like it's so premium. Like
that's cool.
Oh, those cards are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still always like to beg the question though. Which do we think is better? Let's give them a thing. Let's do a yes. What is your reaction? Yes to that.
Yeah.
Give them a yes. Give a little bit of feedback. Just check them out, folks. The Brick Post. Greg over at Brick Post. They do some good stuff. I think he streams as well on Instagram on Thursdays, if I remember rightly. But yeah, always worth a shout out, folks. Anyway, let's go back to what we were looking at. So let's look at some Star Wars stuff. But that is pretty magical, to say the least. Well, let's see what they're saying in the chat. We've got A-list celeb Tech. Are you calling Tech an A-list celeb?
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. I'm going to the stars. I'm going to be a famous celebrity one day. I think that's what she meant.
Oh, okay. Well, you are now amongst us.
And we knew him when.
Tech's like a big fish. In a little pool.
Oh, stop it.
He is, especially when he's got his shorts on. So Jack Black is popular now, Tech. He was in Mandalorian, wasn't he? It was an episode, that was.
That's what he's most famous for.
Where's that minifigure?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. That was a really off the cuff episode, that was. But anyway, I kind of liked it. Peachy's song could be nominated for Best Song Oscar, I hear. You never know. I think if that's the song, is that the Jack Black song that I've heard? I've heard a couple of times. It's kind of yes, it's all right though. Simple but pleasant, shall we say? Of course they did, and Jack Black.
Why is Jack Black a narcissist, Lauren?
God, yeah.
Aren't they all celebrities? Tech excluded.
That's it. We're all narcissists, aren't we? All YouTubers are all narcissists.
Tech excluded.
There we go. It's an ongoing argument, Greg. Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Basically, we had an argument that kept us up to stupid o'clock in the morning of like who's more relevant, Lizzo or Jack Black, and I said Lizzo is far more relevant than Jack Black and is an A-list celebrity, and I wouldn't put Jack Black in a category of A-list celebrities amongst actors and actresses.
Oh, okay.
Lizzo does have 3 million more followers on Instagram. I'm just saying.
I think a lot of people do like Jack Black.
What letter would Jack Black be?
I put him in like high B. Like I think he's high B. He's not done. We're not going to get into this because I know I'm going to get hammered.
It must be an age thing, 'cause I had no idea who Lizzo was until I watched
Lizzo?
Mandalorian and had to Google. Yeah. I had no idea who she was.
Even I know who Lizzo is.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was a singer. I had no idea. That confused me. All I saw was Jack Black was in it. I didn't actually understand that some of the was in it as well.
Who's having a thunderstorm where they live?
Me.
It's those movers. It's the IKEA guys.
They're trying to get out of the cupboard.
Now there's a really big thunderstorm going on.
Okay,
oh, yeah,
it's not rumbling. That is that or your plumbing's gone? Talking of plumbing, Minark, have you fixed your plumbing? Blimey, he had this really strange noise every time someone used the cold water tap. He had this massive humming sound going over his house. It was bizarre. It was. Anyway, there's Grogu. Do you think next time we see Grogu, we might be a little bit more grown up, Tech?
Nah, he's gonna be shoved into everything. He'll be in that Ray movie. He'll be in I'm sure he'll make a feature in Ahsoka.
Do you reckon he will?
Yeah,
it's weird. But he wasn't in the last 3 movies.
Yeah, I don't know if the Ray movie.
To put Ray back, who was arguably rightly or wrongly one of the most hated Star Wars characters, and give her own film, and then to not put this cash cow that is Grogu in the film, I did come on.
Oh, do you know what I heard as well? Do you know what she's going to do? She's going to be in the years since the last Star Wars movie. She's going to be training Finn as well. So they're getting him back. And he said, John Boyega said, I'm never going back to Star Wars, blah, blah, blah. And I said, it's exactly what I said, Tech. You wait, right? He'll get no jobs for a few months. They'll come along, knock on his door, and be like, yeah, I'll take it. Don't care. Because they're all narcissists. What can I say?
I'm really keen, though, to see Grogu. I don't know. Is he, 50 now?
He's 50 and useless.
So another 50 years, I'd love to see him. I'm guessing another 50 years, he'd be able to talk and have a helmet, maybe. You know what I mean? I'd love to see
Yoda was quite advanced at 100. He was training Jedi apparently, and all sorts of things.
Who was Yoda?
Sorry,
who was advanced at 100? Sorry,
Yoda. Yoda was.
Oh, so another 50 years. That's I'd love to.
Well, another 50 years, he should be proficient in the Force. He should be able to string a sentence together. Albeit maybe backwards, I don't know, depends. Instead of just saying yes, 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 no, 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 and all this sort of stuff.
It could line up then with Ray, because I don't know when Ray's set, but I'd imagine it's
15
years after.
Yeah, it's not far. Oh yeah, they totally can, but it's a bit like the Eternals with Thanos, and they were like, oh, no, sorry. We didn't want to help against Thanos because he was only going to destroy the universe. It wasn't going to affect us. And we couldn't get involved. It's like, oh, come on. That's a cop-out.
Yeah, but would the
big
Mandalorians
galaxy.
technically be involved? No, it's a big galaxy, yeah. They're a different kind of, not a different species entirely, but they're not involved anyway.
Yeah.
The
it's like when they say, Miss Marvel, where the hell are you?
Well, I'd be surprised if Mandalore even exists at that point, to be honest.
There was Mandalorian fighters at the Battle of Exegol.
Oh, well, that's good then. Oh, that shows that they're around still.
The ghosts were there as well, weren't they, actually?
Yeah.
The ghost was there. Yeah. The ghost was there. All right. Well, that's pretty exciting. They could put it all together. And then, but that, I think, is where, at that point, where we kind of hook back up again with Rey, will be where the universe then carries on from that point onwards. I think that will be it. Yeah. It's all coming together, albeit very slowly and a bit jaggedly.
I am excited for a hard reset and going forward, looking forward to what is, because they obviously didn't. The sequels weren't that popular in the grand scheme of things.
No,
and so it will be nice to go to a new timeline where nothing. I don't think that, as far as I'm aware, there's not any really popular books or novels or even comics that are set way past the sequels. It is completely unknown space, so it'd be quite nice to have completely fresh stories and stuff.
I'm telling you now, it's an age thing, like I've said before. So in my time 20 years ago, the prequels weren't that popular, but people
they are now.
Loved it. They are now. But we hated it when they came out. It's like, what is this trash? And this is what it's going to be like. Kids that are watching those sequels now, in 20 years' time, they're going to love them.
They will. That will be the thing. And I tell you what, right? Because you're hard pushed now to watch any sort of Star Wars stream, right? I look, if anyone finds it, please let me know because I'll watch it. Find a live stream about Star Wars, right? And where they don't mention the 2 words clone trooper. It's impossible. It's impossible, folks. I tell you. Now, the one thing that they can do with the next series of Mandalorian and Ahsoka and all that sort of thing, right? We can get some really gripping stories with the wasted characters like the Knights of Ren and maybe Phasma. Get something out of them because they were a waste of time in the movies. They really were.
Well, Phasma might appear in. She could potentially appear in Rebels.
Hold on a minute.
I see an arm.
What's going on there? Oh, it's right. He's got his clothes on.
Oh, he's got me a smoothie. Thank you.
It looks like a baby's bottle of milk. What's going on? Has he been expressing himself?
It's a pineapple and banana smoothie.
Yeah, of course it is. What are you doing drinking something like that again? You get up in the middle of the night, go for a wee.
Oh, I wouldn't. I can drink loads. And not do
Oh, is that right? Okay.
I'm a diabetic. We drink loads.
I didn't realise that. Things you learn about people when you're talking about Clone Wars and Star Wars stuff.
Anyway, back in the room.
All right, yeah. Anyway, nice to see you. What is your hubby's name as well?
He's called Mark. So
Oh, he's Mark.
There was many Marks.
It's Mark. It's called Mark. See, did you notice how her voice dropped about 5 octaves when she said her name? His name's Mark. Like there was birds tweeting in the background or something beautiful was about to appear in front of us.
It's also one of our brother's names as well. So there's 2 Marks, and when we were younger, it great.
So would you call him Mark 1 and Mark 2? Hey, come on!
It's normally my Mark and our Mark. Yeah.
Tech just did a head slap.
Yeah.
Text going, I miss Greg's sense of humour. All right. Anyway, talk about sense of humour. Let's have a look at this Darksaber that came in this set a little bit too late. They've added more pictures on there, which is really cool. This is cool. Bo-Katan, loving a bit of her.
Like fantastic figure.
Yeah.
Good hairpiece.
I could get the set just for this, I think.
It's the only reason to buy the set.
To be honest, Tech, right? Now, you've seen this set. I've seen this set. If you look at my Instagram this afternoon, folks, you won't see this set because I didn't actually release that video. But it is, I just remembered what I actually did put out there. But I have got a little video on this set. It's coming. But what I will say is these pictures make the hilt look like they're using a different color. And they are. They're using a much darker version of the hilt, aren't they? And it does look better.
Is it this? Yeah. Is it this? It's not the same as this helm. Like, it's the pearl dark grey, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely darker than his helmet. So it's kind of in between.
I think it's just in shadow, to be fair.
No. Honestly, it looks lighter in these pictures, but I actually quite liked. I want to learn a little bit more about this Spider Tank character. It gave me the creeps. It really
I think
did.
it's related to General Grievous.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
He's a General Grievous type character. It's a cyborg. I like that. But
There's no way they're going to have created a new colour just for that one hilt.
No, pearl dark grey is an already existing color.
That's right. Yeah, it is.
It's like the
there might not be many hilts of it. Hey,
I
Ivan.
think even the pearl dark grey's already come out as a lightsaber hilt for something. I think it's in Monkey Kit. It's definitely in Monkey Kits actually.
I've got better aftermarket Darksaber. Okay.
The Brick Tactical one is my favorite. If you're looking for a really cool Darksaber, I personally think the Brick Tactical one's the best.
What company is that, mate? Brick what?
Brick Tactical.
Brick Tactical.
You can get some of their stuff on Firestar, but I don't know if they've got the thing. I'm gonna stock up. He's got a stall at Chicago, and I'm going to be making quite a few purchases there, I'm sure, this year.
Are you going to get any pins there?
No, I don't need to get into pins. I don't need to do Brookworld Chicago pins. Absolutely not.
Do they have pins
exist, but I really don't need that.
This is a bizarre little set. Are you going to buy? Is anyone on the panel going to buy this set?
I'll get it just for Bo, and then just part it out.
Yeah, because I think that is one thing. Is like the parts do actually look quite useful in this one.
You get a lot of multiples of things.
Yeah. Definitely some cool like Technic pieces for structure and different things like that. And I don't think I'll pay full price for it though. I don't think it'll be one that I get on May 4.
Yeah.
Unless I'm like £47 away from the promo.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Fill it up. It's that or 55 key rings.
Yeah.
I don't know, the Bo-Katan does look good in this.
Mm-hmm.
She's a good figure. Lovely print on the arms as well.
Yeah.
And the hairpiece. This is a new hairpiece for this, isn't it, Tech?
I
believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. I think KO's on his way out. Apparently. Thank you, KO, and thank you for the super chat earlier on as well. Do appreciate that. It's a funny little set because it was only in one episode, wasn't it? So I don't think we'll be seeing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was quite interesting actually because on the Sunday of celebration, I think the Sunday, the designers pulled this set out to do like a talk through, and they were talking about like how little concept art they were given.
Wow.
to do with the set and like how obviously like Bo-Katan was already something that they could base off of, so the figure was always going to be quite good, but they weren't the like 4x4 round disc on the top actually can fit a figure in, I think they said, or no, I think maybe back in the body you can fit a figure in, because they didn't know if this was like actually piloted by someone or if it was like its own mechanical droid thing. So that's where those stud shooter things come up. It's it was you definitely fit like in. Sometimes Lego like drop the ball, but in times like this you do feel really bad for them in a way, because they are given so little information. And
well, it was like Kylo Ren's command shuttle, wasn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
That's the classic one. It wasn't their fault.
Oh, the first one. The first one
that came out grey when the ship was black, and then of course the wings folded or something. It was different, wasn't it? Great set. I think I got that in black. Do you know what? Can anyone answer this? Why are we not getting many sequel sets like Kylo Ren? He was a pretty cool character. Maybe they didn't. They couldn't have. Could they? I mean, if they did, we'd get them. It's as simple as that, isn't it? I suppose.
They don't sell very well on the aftermarket either, to be fair, do they?
They're not. No. Aside from the like Kylo Ren ships, I don't think any of them are. Oh, the ATM-6 is quite popular, I think. But yeah, other than that, there's not a huge. I would really like to see another Kylo Ren set at some point.
Yeah, me
too. Some of the only sets of Star Wars sets that do not sell for the buying price.
Yeah.
Now.
Wow, that's incredible. That is. I tell you what set I saw. Well, actually, it wasn't a set. Tech. When I was watching your vlog today, which is really good, by the way, folks. Do check them out. The vlogs are really good fun. They really are. And the camaraderie between you, Sam, Lauren, and Holly was really lovely to see. And for a split second, folks, you'll see me going.
Well, when we were so exhausted by the time we like got to see you guys, both you and Kerry, for lunch. I was like kind of checked out for vlogging for quite a while.
Oh no! I wouldn't want to be on that.
Like so drained.
Very tired, bless you.
I just had ridiculous amounts of jerk chicken, and Kerry was stuffing her face with I don't know what it was. What was it?
It was a ham and cheese sandwich.
Oh, ham and cheese. I'm sure it was salmon, but anyway, she says it was something else. But interesting. All right, I'll tell you what we do. I can't see anyone now. The picture's gone. Should we take a look at some photographs and just a tick? Unless anyone on the panel wanted to have a look at anything else. But first of all, let's just ask the brick bods how their building's going, because they're always a little quiet. They're always kind of going away. Like let's see how they're getting on.
So I did one of the corner pieces.
Oh, hello. That's pretty cool, mate.
Yeah, I wanted to do that one.
Oh, hello.
Okay, mine's
all
also
right.
good.
So Carrie did the other corner. So
anyone would think Carrie was an only child?
I'm not. You just don't share very well.
Yeah, so this is then like the
really
mid-level
nice,
corner.
I've no idea.
Ian, that's nice. That's actually got a lot of good techniques in that.
Yeah,
it's got a nice window.
So it's got like a little roof. Show them the chicken.
All right.
The chicken.
Yeah. So in there you've got the chicken.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Is that an egg?
Like a little roof garden with
could have been a golf ball.
So
we've got Miss Amby out there. Hello, Miss Amby. Show us what else you built.
Yeah, I don't know what this one is. It's like a little cafe, maybe. Oh, it's warm because it's been on my laptop. That's bad.
It's a warm cafe. Look at that. That's
nice little cafe.
Yeah, and you've got a modular lamp light outside the back. Is that?
Yeah.
What else we got? So then another ground floor. So
you showed that one. I've seen that.
That's the one that we showed you first.
Yeah, that was the hairdressers, isn't it? The salon.
Yeah.
I've got one more to build.
Yeah. Then I've got
how many stripy bed?
A stripy bed.
A stripy bed.
So I've got this one.
It's
So,
got
yeah.
a very stripy bed.
So it's got a black
Stripy
and white
bed.
stripy bed
It's like
inside.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I was going to say, dude, I was going to say that'd be the perfect bed for Beetlejuice.
We'd get lost in it.
Imagine making up next to him in the morning. Blimey.
You got another one which has
That's very yellow.
That is very yellow, but it's got the sliding door out onto like a little
Nice
Juliet balcony, I'd say.
Juliet balcony. That is actually architecturally correct. What you're saying.
Yeah, but it's not big enough that you could actually stand out on it. So yeah.
Well, no, but obviously it's a bit of a health and safety risk as well. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If Claire, the plastic architect, was she'd be proud of us saying that.
And then you've got like a blue one, which is then like the reverse. So it's still got a sliding door on the other side.
Yeah. Little girl on the roof.
A nice brightly
Oh,
coloured
rainbow.
wall.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So this is like the kids' bedroom. So you've got like a little doll's house and car.
It's actually really nice.
It's a good
And
set.
then- Is
It
that
is a good set,
everything?
actually. To look out for that one. That actually looks like it's got a lot of good stuff in it for like doing the city's work and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody exciting.
I think there's
maybe-
2 more bags to build, so
Yeah.
I will
2 more
continue.
bags to build. Tom, do you ever build any friend stuff? Because friend stuff is sometimes, you build a lot of Star Wars stuff, you do a lot of this and a lot of that. And you know what? Sometimes you just sort of think, do you know what? I just want to build something a bit colourful. Do you ever go for anything like that?
No, I've never bought a friend set. I grab parts of friend sets because the colors are amazing. And since it's just this last release, the friend sets have just stepped up a huge amount. But I'm past the point where I'm looking at sets, so I've kind of missed the friends boat, I guess.
Yeah. I know what you mean, but the friend sets, I've got a couple of the big boats of them. I think even Tech might even have one of them actually. They're really good. Like the sets are really good, folks. So give them a go. Give them a go. Bright Switchback says we don't have a droid Lego model for Chopper yet, so it needs to happen. Yeah, imagine that, a big R2, but the R2D2 in the version of droid. That would be good.
If we don't get that next year, I would be shocked. They like to do a droid every year.
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
R2 would probably be retiring next year at some point.
Yeah,
and maybe even not that big, but like the BB-8 size, something like that would be amazing. I'd love to see that.
And that BB-8, dude, that's one of the best sets from
It's really
all
good.
of them. Yeah, that is a really good set. That sphere, making up that sphere is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Don't forget, folks, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. And I just want to say as well, for all you lot that are kind of watching us back, replay gang, you know who you are. Or Brian's Bricks. He's always, every stream I do, there's this guy called Brian's Bricks. He always says, great stream, right? So, Brian, thank you as always for giving us a thumbs up. Brickaskew, or Brickaskew, I should say. Oh, I was Carrier, love a go at me. Trevor's videos, is that the shuttle with the wings? And Trevor, I saw your comment earlier on about the stop motion for the Naboo starfighter, the M1 starfighter. That's a good idea, mate. I really do. Anyway, let's have a look at some pictures that you lot have sent in and take a look, shall we? See what we think. This is the people. This could be people's mocks. This could be people's stuff that they've bought this week. Could be anything. And if I haven't, and if you have sent me stuff and I don't show it off tonight, folks, I'll show it off next week. And don't forget,
there's sort of the tiles on the top there.
There is
looking effect. It's
I
really
like
good.
that effect. They use that effect at London Bridge Station.
They did.
They do. This is Pink Wheels. She's out there tonight, and this is Cyberpunk City.
Yes,
which is very cool.
Looks amazing.
Oh look, are they video?
Great
tiles?
texture.
Yeah, it's nice. Oh look, she's got lighting going on there as well. Cool cables.
I
going
like
in
those
there.
video tiles.
Is that I do as well. Tom, honestly, they're brilliant for that. Video Lego was excellent. The app obviously was questionable, and if BFAB's out there, well, pretty much from day one, he said it wasn't going to do any good. And to be fair, it was spawn. This is another angle. That's
a good view.
That is a very good view. Look at the light in there. There's a lot of plastic going on there, isn't it? I mean, it is. I mean, that's actually quite big, isn't it? That's really
It's
tall.
huge, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
I reckon that'd be about
amazing.
50 centimeters tall.
I reckon so.
Maybe more.
Those tiles, the detail in that is great. Pink Wheels, you are awesome. You really are. What we got on it? And Fab saying that she loves video. Bricklink says, yeah, that's the only sequels set I've got. Well, I do love it. And not that Sam Smith says the fashion line they launched is great though. Oh yeah, did he buy a fanny bag or something, Tech? When we saw him at London Brick Festival.
Yeah.
Oh, video clothes.
That's like a proper weapon.
But not that Sam Smith bought a fanny pack. It was, I mean, Sam, to be fair, he made it look good. But it didn't make me go and buy any more. The funny thing was, I think he paid like £10 for it, didn't he?
No, I wouldn't have let him pay a tenner. I think it was a £5.
All right, because they told him, they went, oh yeah, this is the last one, and he bought it. And then we walked past a couple of hours later, and there was about 10 of them out, wasn't there? Made me laugh. There we go. We've got this. We can close right in, just in case anyone wondered. That is a Death Star, and we can go right in there. There we go. Look at Kerry's little face. She's all delighted. She's gonna get myself a new coin. That's what I'm after. All the sets with that on it, Tech.
You gonna keep the box?
I might keep the box. Yeah, that's the question. I'm gonna do a video soon, folks. Am I gonna keep I've got a lot of boxes, and I need to do something about them. But anyway, that'll be a video coming soon. This is from the Brick Bods. Not quite sure what's going on here.
So I sent you two. One was my little advert, and then this is what they stole them for.
Oh, I don't know where the other one is. I've got it in there somewhere.
I was trying to make it like a thing to advertise our channel when we go to shows, but it doesn't say anything anymore because my small child stole it to make the word zebra. I don't know. There we
go. It was a zebra before.
Stole all my letters.
The Rick Bods.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I really do need this bee. She's like, no.
The Rick Bods.
I thought it was Ian.
I'm gonna have to steal them back from her.
How's the Twitch stuff going, Carrie? How's the Twitch stuff going?
I enjoy Twitch. It's pretty much just me and the Minifig Who just having a little chat every week, but it's good fun. It's nice and chill.
Gaz, you are very cool for the community, mate. You really are.
It's like Wheel of Fortune.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? I like that. Shows some good creativity. Let's flick through. This is talking to Minifig Who. This is him. This is the tall neck, which actually looks like something that was in the Bad Batch this season as well. But it's quite cool. I've never built this set. I've got the minifigure down there, and she is pretty special as it happens. One of the best minifigures from 2022. Has anyone on the panel actually built this set? Lady McBrick, you build all sorts of weird stuff. Have you built this one?
Not this one.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised. I
have it.
I agree, Fab Blondies. Gaz is great. He really is. Trevor's saying, bless ya, Fab Blondies, which is a lovely thing to say. Thank you, Trevor. So there we go. There's the Brick Bods. And right, talk us through this, Kerry. What's going on here?
That's cool.
There's a labyrinth.
So this is Harry Potter. It's not a labyrinth. It's the maze, which basically
same thing, isn't it? Labyrinth, maze. They're the same thing, aren't they?
I don't know the logistics of that.
Ian, technicalities. Is a labyrinth the same as a maze?
What's the difference?
Labyrinths are rooms.
Yeah, labyrinths are normally kind of underground or inside, so they'd normally have some form of ceiling.
Oh.
Well, this is why I get Ian on, folks. He can squash any arguments, even if I'm wrong, which is 90% of the time. Let's face it. Sorry, Kerry, you were saying. Tell us about this. Is this a mock?
Yeah, so this is the mock of the maze of the Triwizard Tournament for Harry Potter. So basically, at the centre, there's a portkey that takes you to the graveyard scene, which is the mock that I've got somewhere over there.
Nice.
I've just craddled it a little bit more. Not craddled.
That looks amazing, apparently.
Yeah, I had a lot of that. So, yeah.
Oh, she's not bored of it, folks. Keep it coming.
And I'm just currently building the viewing platform for it as well, which
there's the pick-a-brick.
Yeah, good luck getting them apart, Karen.
I've done it.
She has the knife.
Yeah, I've done it now. They're all sorted. Yeah, but yeah, so I've got the viewing platform that's going to go on the end as well. But I'm not sure if I like it or not, so we'll see.
All right. Well, I'm loving the labyrinth anyway. So 10 out of 10 for that.
The maze.
I'm sorry, the maze. Oh god, it's amazing.
It's a really tidy hedge design.
how did you build it up? Like, there's a lot of
there's
snot bricks in there.
Yeah, can you remember the snot bricks that were on the pick a brick wall a couple of months back? The black ones with like the
studs
they
on
had
three
studs
sides.
on three sides. Yeah,
Yeah.
I basically used a full cup of those and then some.
Nice.
We love you guys.
Basically, it's a 1x1 brick at the bottom with the snot brick on it in various ways. Then basically I've just panelled it all the way around and then panelled the top. And then stuck lots and lots of greeble on it.
Where did you get the idea for the technique from, Kerry? Did you tip some bricks, or did you watch Tech, like an old show of his mockumentary?
I think somebody on there's a lady in America. I can't remember her name. She's done something like it. I don't know what it's called. I don't know if you've done the same thing. It's definitely not the same maze. But there's a couple of mazes on. I know that JL Bricks has done one, but what he's done is he's got loads of leaf pieces and put them together in threes and created it like that. And that was very classy.
Techniques, man. Thomas, what it's all about, isn't it?
Leaves for that.
Oh yeah, for
learning those techniques. Honestly,
TD Bricks did a maze as well, but he's done it where he's bricked it with a few snot bricks and then put leaves on it. So he's got a few snot bricks sticking out and then put leaves on it that way. And I just thought this way it looks more hedgy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like it's edgy with the studs. So
yeah, nice. Very nice. All right, like that. God,
have actual leaf bits. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. You can say you've trimmed them or something. You know.
I downloaded the maze on. I just typed in maze and copied. That was the hardest bit.
Was it?
The actual maze with the. It was really hard just getting the studs the right distance between it. So there's like 4 studs in between every single one of them, and that was really hard.
Well, that's it. Getting it out of your brain onto even sketching it on a piece of paper is one thing, and then
sketched it in a 1x1 brick, and then built on top of it, and then had to pull it off because I put it on. I tried to what do you call it, but it was just too big. It just looked really weird, so I pulled it off and then redid it again last night. So
I'm curious, Tom, when you came to designing your sabers, sorry, what are those knives actually called? Because they look like something Electra. Oh, size. Because the Electra has those as well.
Yes, she does. Yeah.
Superhero. How did you design? Did you use Studio, or did you just go and put them together, or sketch it out, or something like that? Well, how did you do it?
I'm not very good on Studio. I prefer just rainbow building. So just whatever color, just getting the right parts.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
And then once I've got the design, I'll order the right colors on Bricklink, and when it looks good, then I'll build it in Studio afterwards to share with people.
Okay, that's a really good idea, because then at least you've got it together, and you can pull it all together quite quickly, then, can't you?
Yeah.
Because you know all the bricks are. Tech, when you're doing your mocks, and you did some cracking ones this year, mate. You really have. Check out my vlogs. Check out his vlogs as well, folks. Are you using Studio, or are you just literally putting them together and seeing what happens?
It depends. A lot recently has been Studio, or at least I'll put together in Studio like some form of like sub assemblies that I know, because a lot like moving in with Paige, I haven't had like a real good access to parts, and to have like, I don't have an organized parts collection anyway, so I'm working on that. But I've been like building little things on Studio, then like ordering the parts, building them physically, and then seeing how things go together, and then tweak it at that point. Because my parts collection isn't, unless it was on the Powerwall, I don't really have have a lot of other pieces. But I like Studio a lot. There are certain things when you come to like certain angles for different things that can make things difficult when you translate that into physical bricks, but it's all part and parcel.
Cool. Well, I tell you what, who someone, I'd say a chat, it was more than a chat, it was actually an interview. So last Sunday, I had the Bricklink designer round over Ryan Taggart. He's the guy that designed the modular construction site, and we spoke. I think we was actually here for about 8 hours, folks. It was like literally we spent the day together, and it was a really good fun day. Showed him around and stuff, and we sat down for a couple of hours, did an interview. It will be coming soon. I'll also, during that interview, folks, be showing you his vision in studio, having finished it as well. So the construction site actually is finished and done in the style of how he would like to see it finished, or just how he thinks it could be done, because it's open to interpretation, which is the fun part of design. It was a really cool interview, folks, and I'm going to start editing it up this weekend, which is kind of one of the reasons I'm not streaming, albeit I will be with Danny Bob for an hour or so tomorrow. So do watch this space, because that is something that's coming in the pipeline. I'm quite excited about it. I've also got something that's come up as well that I'm doing next week, which is kind of slightly left field, but it is Lego-fied as well. So anyway, that'll be something, and you'll know all about it when it happens. Okay, so moving on to the next picture. Really cool details on that. And Tech Tom and Kerry, thanks for sharing us how you approach your mocks as well. This is a mock. Mocks don't have to be massive, folks. They can be tiddly little things by a couple of cool people by the name of Ray and Ella. How cool is that? That was a good little scene, actually. Back, I think that was episode 1, in fact, if I remember rightly. It was. It's a nice little scene. It really is. Thank you for sending that in. This is Bazza. Baz is the one on the left, in case you know. God, I do like the design on that.
It is so cool. I bought one because I thought that I'd seen the aftermarket prices of some of these Black Series helmets, and they are crazy. So I got that one for like 60 quid on Amazon. And I was like, I don't want to. I'm gonna this will be my first one to invest in. I haven't yet, but I want to open it so badly. I was like, it's so cool.
I gotta be honest, right? Just having one behind would actually look quite good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they look amazing on display, like as backgrounds on display. The Bo-Katan one is, I personally think it's the best one they've released yet.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, the shirt's nice too.
Yeah. He's got this really cool shirt. Baz has, and Baz, I know you're not feeling too well today, so I hope you feel better soon as well. And poor little Grogu there. Look at him. Look, it's actually quite cute as it happens. Yeah, very cool. Very cool indeed. This is from Liz, actually. Liz, who's she was out there a little bit earlier on. She had her finger. She had to have a mini. I don't know if it's quite an operation, but it's certainly a procedure. Nice bit of set is this?
I don't know this set.
It's a bag from something.
A lot of technique.
Yeah, there was a lot of tape.
Is that the orchids?
Is it a new gift for purchase?
Maybe.
Could be.
It could be. That could be like the vase.
Yeah, the vase. Or the vase.
That is the vase for the orchids, or a botanical set.
Nice one, Ian. There is that botanical set, the gift we purchased. It actually looks quite good as it happens.
That does look really good, yeah. Having seen it in person, it's a really good looking set.
I'm not saying it, but the bowl, the vase, or the vase, God, saying it American style now. Excuse my English. It actually looks like it's made of elements that are quite expensive as well. And there's quite a few parts.
Balloon, like the hot air balloon pieces, right?
Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah.
The colour of the trolls.
Trolls.
Oh, there we go. Look, there it is. Liz, was it like an out of body experience? You just literally turned us back on again.
What set is this?
He's probably been watching M&R or something, and then thought, "I'll go watch a bit of Greg now." And I wish. She has literally just popped back in, and here it is. There we go. It's nice, isn't it? She goes, "My finger is much better now." Good stuff. That's good to hear, Liz. Okay, next picture. This is from Fab Blondies. This is a Harry Potter set. Do you recognise the set, Lady McBrick?
It's the Shrieking Shack.
Yes.
The what? The what? Sorry.
The Shrieking Shack.
Yeah, you're right. Spot on. I love the way you say it. This one, there it is. There, scary, didn't it? It's like a horror movie or something like that. Liz says she was vacuuming. Blimey, mind you don't, hurt your finger. That's for sure. Anyway, that was it. Fab, thank you for sending that in.
I love
so
that
wicked.
set.
I do as well, actually. And do you know what? I've got it just up here. And every time I go out, because it's now dark here, I'm loving the longer days, folks, by the way. But when you go outside, it's the one thing that's illuminated. It really is. This is from Polar Bricks. Best thing to do is show you this picture. Interesting.
cool.
It's like a false perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So you got that going on there. Great picture. Love that Polar Bricks. Really good.
Those things mess with my head. They do.
And then you got it there. Look, that's what it actually looks in real life. And that sort of thing messes with Kerry. It says you who's making a maze at the moment.
Mess with my head as well.
Really cool picture. I love
Yeah,
the
it's going up.
I love the Lego bricks with the kind of mortar
Masonry.
about them. Masonry, yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen them in that color before, Tom. I'm pretty sure of that.
No, that's
Yeah,
That's from the
I
Harry
think they
Potter
popped
set,
out in the Ghostbusters HQ.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Now you're talking.
yeah.
Oh, are they red or brown? Because if they're brown, they're from the Home Alone
They're
set.
dark red.
Yeah, that's dark red.
That's dark red, yeah. I called it burgundy once. Blimey, the amount of people that couldn't help themselves but say that it's not called burgundy.
Claret.
Yeah, I've got a few of those.
Very cool. Next one is all right. Here's a little thing for you lot out there.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is Ollie, aka BRICKTASTIC. Can anyone spot a boat in there?
Yeah.
A boat.
All right, Kerry knows where it is. Kerry, stay still.
I don't
yes.
see it yet.
I see it.
What? Oh, okay. I think I see it. Yeah, I see it now.
All right,
I see
Tech. What about you, Lady McBrick? Can you see a boat in there?
No.
I just can't see a boat in there. Ian, can you see a boat in there?
Yeah. I've seen his pictures on Instagram. I'm trying to.
There it is.
Has he got the bike in this one? I don't.
Bike.
You can't see.
I didn't see the bike.
Oh wow.
Wow.
The bike's
There it is
hidden.
Is the bike completely hidden now?
Yeah, the bike's completely hidden. Yeah, you can see it from the back, but not from the front.
Is it a grey bike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see it in
isn't
there.
I need,
But
to
is
do,
it?
I need to do this. I'm gonna have to. I can't.
Greg's parts, Eunice. It really is.
Yeah.
Very,
I end
very
up
cool.
making it too uniform when I do it.
Yeah, but that's it, Roxanne. It's a bit like flowers and plants and trees. They're not straight lines, and nature's quite wibbly and wobbly. It really is. This is an interesting one. Tell us a little bit about this, young Nick.
Yeah, so I was building the celebration train, and then I got to bag 4. The only reason I got this set was for Moana, and so I got to bag 4.
Loads of people love it. Yeah,
Moana's hairpiece. The next, you'll see it better on the next picture, but the hairpiece is all burnt. It has like a big hole in it. So I called customer service. They're gonna send me a new one in like 10 to 14 days, which is better than 2 months, which would have been for Tom. But
did they blame the car?
Right now my Moana's bald, so I wanted to have it beside like the Big Fig Maui, but then that's the reason why I got it.
Yeah,
but then
that Maui is so cool. I love that Maui figure.
Are you loving all this Disney 100 stuff, Tech? Because there's a lot of good Disney stuff out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I've only bought the Up House so far, but I will be getting them. Yeah,
the figures got to be done. You got and
yeah.
I'd actually. Do you know what? It's the first time I've actually thought I might actually buy a whole box of them.
Yeah, you can keep an eye out on WH Smith's.
Yeah, they always seem to get them cheaper. Yeah. It's random, isn't it? Of all places. But I mean, blimey, if you said to me that was a hairpiece, it looks like something you just pulled out.
I thought it was like a raisin. I'm like, why is there a raisin in the bag?
Jeez, it's bad, isn't it? I wonder how many of them there are out there. What do you think of that?
I don't know. It's like burnt.
They've got nice nails, by the way. Just saying.
I have it like right here in my hand. I'm just playing with it.
Let's have a look. Well, I'd make it bigger, but it's no point. That's even bigger. Look, there it is. Look.
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it? I like that. Keeps his nails in great shape as well. Just saying. This is from Redmond. This is from Redmond. He sent us about 3 pictures. This is, or maybe even 5. Grogu. I don't know. Guardians of the Galaxy, MCU universe. It's lost its way. It really has. Anyway, great picture, Redmond, and nicely put together as well. This is from Mr. Chalice, who sends me the smallest pictures known in the universe. I think he's using an iPhone 2.
IG-11 would be great as a big build. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, we had
that'd be huge though.
Steve McGuinness last week, wasn't it?
No, I mean a big one though, like.
It have to be like the bust.
Yeah.
It'll be huge.
Yeah, it would be too huge. But then you know what? If you just got his like bust and he's got his head and stuff, it would just look like some sort of strange coffee machine.
Yeah, that's true. Too skinny.
He'd have been a great. He'd have been a great buildable fig from like that line that no one liked. I think
Dude,
the
constructions.
No, do you know what? I still say that they're really good because I look at them and I look at some of the helmets and I'm like, well, you had the proper mold.
Yeah,
they were perfect. Even if you just bought them for that. But anyway, that is all of the pictures for tonight, folks, and we are just about that far away from hitting 3 hours. And on that note, if you guys have just tuned in or you're watching us a little bit later, replay gang, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. I think we're nearly at 50 last time I looked. So thank you everybody who has done that. We'll close the survey in just a moment as well. But in the meantime, let's go around the panel and see what all these lovely lot have got coming up in the next week or so. Let's start with Tech. Look at him looking all nice and relaxed there. He's obviously in a happy space. It's been lovely having you here, Tech. It really has. Tech, you got anything coming up in the next week or so, or anything like that?
On Sunday at 7 p.m. UK time, I will be doing the final Let's Talk Mando. So if people want to come on, I think last time we did I just like threw the link out in chat. So if anyone wanted to, I might do that again. People just come on, say their piece, and then we can we can move on. Get some things off your chest.
Can I tune in and come on and start talking about Picard as well?
Yeah, you'll be kicked out quite quickly. Yeah, you can.
I'm joking. We lost someone. Who did we lose then? We just got that.
Nicole.
Oh, Lady Nicole.
Oh, Nicole,
come back.
Didn't like the sound of my stream. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's going, I've had enough of it. Not another tech stream. But yeah, okay, dude. So it's going to be 7 o'clock on Sunday. That's an hour and a half before the BrickBods kick off, folks.
Yep.
And that is, of course, we're back to being 5 hours difference between us and America now. So that will be 2 p.m. EDT time, as it is. And are you doing anything else? Or are you just kind of mellowing through that, or got any vlogs coming up maybe?
No vlogs, I don't think. The next video that I am currently working on, I want to try to get a load of stuff filmed. I'm going to San Francisco next week, so I want footage. I want to record footage this week so I can edit on the plane.
Edit on the plane? Really?
Yeah.
I have a kip on the plane or do that.
I struggle to sleep on the plane. I don't know. We'll see. If I stay up the night before, I might be able to sleep. But yeah, I'm working on the foil pack video. I bought a load of the 212 magazine, so that's actually quite like vlog style. Me going around like hunting for the 212 figure. So that's the next video I think that will be coming out in the next week or two maybe.
Oh, okay, good stuff, mate. Good stuff. I'm enjoying all the content. I really am. I did check out his vlogs, folks, on Star Wars Celebration. They're really good fun. They really are. And if anyone's ever seen one of those machines that are kind of like a blowy figure outside a car sales place doing this.
Oh, okay.
You'll see me in the queue. That's me in there for a second. But I was like, yes, that's me. And I was so chuffed I made it into his vlog. I even rewound it and watched it again. But see, what I should have done, I wonder if I've got it on video. I think I have actually, because I've got you guys then running off together with your camera. And
we had pins to get. We were on a mission.
It was hilarious.
On a mission.
Yeah, and they were, believe me. And I tell you what, Tech, hands off to you, mate. I only queued up for 40 minutes in that Lego queue. You did 3.5 hours or something, didn't you?
It was a lot.
That's brutal. And good, good, nice one, Lego, for actually giving you that tile as well.
Oh yeah, they sorted me out. Thank God. I got to the queue and I was like, I couldn't see like Lauren and Holly and Sam had all like walked just around the corner because they all paid first. I was like, I'm not gonna get this tile. I'm gonna waste 3.5 hours of my day. But the guy sorted me out. So yeah. That was good.
Wicked. No, that was good. And they were a good bunch there, folks. All the Lego crew.
Yeah, really good sport. Yeah.
And they work so hard. It is unbelievable. It really is.
Yeah.
Liz is just saying that she goes, I just purchased Box Magazine subscription last night. I was tired of paying $16.95 per issue at Barnes & Noble. Well done, Liz. Check it out, folks. This month's Box Magazine. It's a cracker. It really is. It's very, very cool indeed. And of course, last week we had the Lego designer on there, Stuart Harris, who actually designed that figure as well, which was very, very cool. And what a fun stream that was too. Now, talking of fun streams, this has been a cracker as well. Lady McBrick Thanks for coming back again. I know, talking of Picard, obviously turned you off. Are you going to be doing anything over the weekend? You could be doing any streams? Are you going to do any content for your YouTube channel, perhaps? What's going on?
I really, really want to try over the weekend to figure out how to do live streaming, because I bought a box of CMFs, the Disney one, which comes up out at the beginning of May, and I want to open it live.
Nice.
So for that, I need to be ready. If I don't get the box, I will be live too and complain about it. Because then I have spent 120 euros not on a bargain, and the world needs to know about it.
Yeah. And are you gonna? Is that gonna be? Is that YouTube you're doing it on, or are you doing it on Instagram?
My plan is to do it on YouTube. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Good stuff. And then when are we going to start getting some videos for you? Because we're YouTubers. We need to do videos as well. When are you going to do a video?
Actually, during the time that I plan it for month and month, for some time I had the plan to stream on Twitch and then upload it on YouTube so that I have a live stream and a video at the same time.
Oh, it's one of those. Okay, fair enough. No, that's fair enough.
I'm not sure, but it depends on what works out best. I will try YouTube first, do videos there. I plan to start building stuff, just put on the camera on, and just have a chat with myself while building.
Yeah, I'll do some speed builds and stuff like that. That's how people start out and things like that, and doing vlogs and things like that. So
yeah, I'm not really sure. My actual plan is to just build, and a preparation of streaming live building, because I have a feeling that during the first years, I will be on my own. So I will have to be really, really good at talking to myself at the beginning, at least.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff. Well, we look forward to that. Nick, Brick Adjuster, great to have you here again. Are you going to be doing one of your wonderful streams tonight as well? After this one?
So 10 p.m. Eastern time or 3 a.m. UK time, full of brick. And so our special guest today will be Sean the Right Way from a couple of Brickheads. So he's going to be on. And Brick Hive is co-hosting because Harold, No More Bricks, won't be able to make it. So Brick Hive's going to help out and co-host tonight.
That's a late night, even for him. That's a late one. But I suppose it's 10 o'clock. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad. Good stuff. Look forward to that. Do tune in and check him out, folks. I'm certainly one of the replay gangs, that's for sure. Kerry, are you going to be doing any streams anytime soon?
I am hoping to stream on Monday because I do want to finish off my Star Wars builds before May the 4th comes out. I've got the Dagobah to build and the last bust, which is the squashed head one, the Dark Trooper.
The Dark
squashed head.
It's definitely a squashed head. So yeah, so I need to build those two. So hopefully on Monday, if I don't fall asleep, which I won't this time, I promise. And then I'm hoping to get out a couple of shorts on Star Wars Celebrations. I put one out, but it bombed. But you know, it happens.
Yeah,
so we'll just see.
It's Star Wars Celebration. It happened weeks ago. You just couldn't get it out then.
I know, yeah, well, I just put a droid thing out, so we'll see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, put it out. Maybe put it out. Keep the footage and put it out in 2 years' time, and you could pretend you're in Japan or something. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows?
I'd love to go to Japan.
Because come on, let's all go to Japan. Let's just do it. I loved it out there. I eat sushi. That's what I eat, isn't it? So anyway, who knows? But anyway, let's do it. Let's go to Japan. Who cares? Tom, lovely having you here today, Tom.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been fun.
We had a great time looking around your studio, all your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff, which was really exciting. Are you going to be doing anything this week? Because you have a YouTube channel, but I kind of discovered you via Selena, via you streaming live on Instagram as well.
Yeah, I've had a weekly. It's Thursday nights for me. What's 9 p.m. here? So what's that? Midday, I think, for you guys in the UK.
I think it is. Yeah. We did. I do see. I see you and Billsy doing stuff, sort of late morning, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, so that's every Thursday, and I've started doing that on YouTube as well. So we stream on both platforms at the same time.
Hey, Brixie. Okay, good stuff. And what sort of stuff do you do on those streams? Just out of curiosity, because some of us, London Calling is all about sort of chatting with the community and stuff like that. And some people build on here, and then I do my London Eye stuff, and that's myself, and I sort of building Lego sets. We're trying to. What sort of streams are they? What if I was going to watch a Tom Scott one?
It was started in the lockdowns, and it was just us building and chatting. Really, we called it Bricks and Banter, I think. And now we've tightened it up a bit this year because we're busy people now that we can leave our homes. So it's a tight hour now, and we have a topic, and the audience chooses the topic for the following week each week. So next week we're going to be talking about how we start builds, how we start new builds.
Oh, nice. That's a great idea. Yeah, I like that. The approach to it and everything like that. We spoke a little bit about that tonight, folks. So do check it out. And Tom, it's been lovely having you here as well.
Yeah, thanks.
So good stuff. Hopefully see you again sometime. He's a PE teacher as well, folks. Just saying. Which is very cool. Now, talking of physical education, Ian and Carrie. And,
that was
when was the last time you two did burpees? I know last time I did a burpee, it was after a big curry.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that.
Tech's grimacing at me. It's like, how do you come out with this stuff? Anyway, what can I say? I've been dad jokes. Sorry, Ian and Carrie. So what are you lovely to? And you two are beautiful, by the way. What are you up to? What are you up to this weekend? You going to be doing a stream maybe on Sunday?
Yeah, so we're going to be up in the city this week. I don't know what we're trying to get done, but we'll probably be just sat on the floor doing crazy things. That tends to be how the city ones go.
Yeah.
I think it was tidy up there, but it's not as tidy as it was. So it will need some work.
It will. Quite a lot of work.
Yeah. Do you want to show off the build?
Oh, that was a subtle hint, Ian, by the way, in case you wondered.
Okay. So it's a bit difficult to pick up.
Model.
Come on, drop it. You know you want it. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's like the cafe corner.
So this is doing it as a corner. So the three kind of sections come apart and you can rearrange them.
I don't think I can.
And then, there's a little bit that fills in the gap.
What color is that garbage can?
That's coral.
Coral.
Oh, yeah.
Coral.
Your favourite colour.
Coral from Croydon.
I can't really show you the back, but you can just about see there's like this lift.
Okay. Yeah.
So that
That's really
again
cool.
comes off, and you can reposition it depending on where you want it. So that's the wheelchair lift, because one of the minifigs comes with a wheelchair.
Yeah. I dropped her on the floor, so I can't show you how.
Oh, that's a little bit cruel, actually.
That's her origin story. That's how she got in the wheelchair.
You got to use your pickup stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
Away.
Get your stick. Oh, it's too far away. She needs another stick to pick up that stick.
Stick to the stick.
I like it. All right, good stuff. All right, folks. Well, look, thank you everybody who voted tonight. We had 90 votes tonight, which is jolly exciting. The question being, do you think that Lego got it right with Sonic, but got it wrong with Mario? 73% of you said yes, they did get it wrong with Mario, but right with Sonic, and no says 26%. So there's a fair amount of Mario fans out there. There really is. Coming up from me this week, folks. Well, I'm going to be working on a very cool video, but I've also got something cool I'm going to be working on Tuesday as well, which is kind of, I think I'm going to do it in the style of a vlog. It's something slightly left field and something I've never done before, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't exactly know what it's about. All I know is it's shrouded in mystery, but you guys will know as soon as I'm allowed to tell you about it, which is kind of exciting. So anyway, otherwise, I'll be back on London Calling next week, which will be number 169. That's 169 Fridays I've done in a row over the course of about 3 and a bit years. That is about 3. Must be knocking on 3.5 years now. But anyway, it's and of course it is a total pleasure. It really is. And what has been a total pleasure tonight is having all you lovely lot here in the panel. So thank you, Ian and Carrie, for being on tonight. You guys are great sports as always, building some fabulous sets. Tom Scott, aka the Brick Shelf. Wonderful having you here, Tom. Thank you, mate, for looking so bright and breezy. See, folks, have a cold shower. You look as good as Tom. You really will. I'll tell you, I'm going to go and have a cold shower straight after this stream, if you know what I mean. Kerry, thank you for being here tonight. Look at the disgust on her face there. But it's been lovely having you. And thank you for showing us around your maze as well, which is lovely. Nick, the Brick Adjuster, great having you here, all the way from lovely Canada. And all the way from Germany, and Deutschland, of course, is Lady McBrick. And from somewhere, I don't actually know where you are these days, Tech. Are you in Reading? Are you in Oxfordshire?
I am just about in Oxfordshire, yes.
Oh, you are in Oxfordshire, honestly.
I'm in the Shire.
You know, good for us, good for you, and good for Paige as well. And when you do see Paige, tell her I said hi as well.
I will do.
And of course, folks, London Calling would not be London Calling without you lovely lot out there as well. For the likes of the Minifig Who. Guys, thank you for all your support as well. Thank you, everybody, for all the super chats tonight. Chris Chalice, Minark, Axel Plate, Trails Videos, and Mega Man, Two Humble Bricks, Stud Sidious. Lovely to see you out there earlier on as well. King Oldendoff, Liz, hope your finger gets a lot better soon. Glad to hear it is on the up. Ozzy Adams, and not that Sam Smith, to name but a few. Take care, folks. You guys have been wonderful tonight. And always remember this, that Lego is a wonderful thing. And you know what? Each and every one of you wonderful people are too. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. And I may see you tomorrow on Daddy Bob's stream. Take care. Good night.
Bye.